The holidays are approaching. They are. It's fall, which means it's time for a fall tune-up special from Trident Access Services. Blake.
They were out at my house yesterday.
No! Got a little bit of an access issue.
No. My garage door is working fine, but I wanted some peace of mind. So I did the fall tune-up special for $39.99. They came out, inspected my springs and rollers. And
you didn't even know you had springs.
Bearings, and it's all good now.
Of the ball variety?
I don't know if they're ball bearings.
But
Probably.
You do know that it was only $39.99, and you're sleeping like a baby with that garage situation taken care of. That's what they'll do for you at Trident Access Services, txtrident.com. Get that tune-up special, and then you will get a 10% discount on all repairs, installations, and services down the line. Upgrade it. It's not just, the curb appeal of a nice garage door. You want to make sure that thing's working properly. So get that done with a veteran and first responder-owned company. It is Texas Trident Access Services. The phone number is 817-512-1212. The website, txtrident.com.
Hello, friends. You're looking live. If you're watching us live on YouTube or you're listening to live on tape, the Dumb Zone in our Game Day Men's Health Studio, gameday.dumbzone.com, in downtown Dallas, inside the Fox 4 building, the home of Mike Ducey and Sam Gannon and that dog.
But not Hannah.
R.I.P. Hannah.
Rest in power.
No, and it's Thursday. Fresh off a business Wednesday. I'm going to say productive.
Yes.
I feel like we got a lot accomplished. We actually interviewed Brandon Aubrey yesterday, but we are going to save that for the subscribers to our show, the paid subscribers. You will hear that tomorrow, and it's a very good. He was good. We weren't.
You almost did it, and I was going to nail you for it. Oh, you decided it was good? But it actually...
he was good.
He gave us a really great detailed breakdown of that attempt at 68, and just a bunch of other interesting kicker-type things came up this week. It was a great episode.
Who knew? Who knew kickers could be so interesting?
In which he informed us some kickers, quote, look like kickers. Find out who. That's for tomorrow.
That is for tomorrow. For today, though, we have a bunch of Cowboys stuff. We have major Cowboy news. Odd Cowboy news. We have D's picks. We will pick games against the Soroys in about a half hour.
Oh, damn it.
Did you forget to send out the link or something?
No,
or you just do you now have Tourette's? Where just mild Tourette's, where you're just like occasionally, damn it. Oh shoot,
that'd be so to have Ned Flanders Tourette's.
I guess I should make a pick, huh?
Oh, you got to do your pick. Blake Jones, by the way.
Hey,
powerful mustache. I walk in every day. I forget that I had seen it just yesterday, and it's there. It is.
Yep.
I set my watch to it. It's
that mustache.
That thing is one of the great mustaches.
Yeah, for sure. It has climbed to the second level to block a linebacker. That is a power run game stash.
Are you keeping it through Thanksgiving?
I'll keep it through November. Yeah.
Okay. Family pictures, all that.
I don't think we're doing that.
Well, I mean, people will take pictures. Thankfully. I thought at Thanksgiving. Maybe not. Maybe that's more of a Christmas thing.
Oh, no. I'm not in those.
Because you're taking the picture?
I'll offer to take it, or I'll just leave.
Kind of the way.
What do you mean you'll
all
just
my
leave?
family pictures are everyone else but me, because I'm the one holding the camera. I'm the one back when we had a video camera and I had little babies. They There's no record of me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't recall there being like a way to set it up and have the photo taken for you when I was growing up. But
the only photo I would take is my junk.
Yep.
When I need to send it to somebody. Surprise them.
What do you mean you just leave?
There's like an aunt that'll walk around just snapping pictures.
Oh,
I know where she's at.
Yeah, okay, that. Yeah. I was unfamiliar
with that. You gotta identify the mic.
Have you ever had that, Dan? For sure. I have that with an in-law family, but I'd never had that before. Like, there's always one aunt who thinks she's like kind of basically a journalist for the family.
Yeah.
Maybe she does the photos and sends out newsletters or something. Oftentimes one without a job. But I'd never seen that before. Like, oh, look this way, and with someone with like a real camera. But I don't know, like to your point of taking pictures on Thanksgiving or Christmas, people just take pictures nonstop now. So taking more at the holidays doesn't seem necessary, and neither does going to a park and hiring a professional photographer. But that doesn't stop everyone from doing that.
I don't do that. Do you?
I haven't done it in a couple of years.
You don't hire a photographer and go to the park?
It's coming back for
Clayton,
me, though.
You do that?
Yeah, just me by myself.
By yourself? Hire
my coins.
So, wait, you're just saying everyone hires a photographer and goes to the park for pictures.
No.
Do you know someone who's done that recently?
Yeah, I live with someone who did that recently and does it quite often, my wife. But upon my just normal level of complaining, I don't think I went overboard. Great, I've deemed it such.
Yeah, you're going to grade yourself?
I was informed that my wife has seen a lot of gay pictures of Blake that were like staged. She's like, Blake's done this before. And I'm like, man, I don't know. And she's like, Blake's taken like the white clothes on the beach type photos.
Why is she looking at my stuff?
Boy, I'll tell you what. Ladies looking at other ladies' Instagram is going to ruin us.
I know.
Because you think you're doing something with your wife, no one else is going to know.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden your wife is plastering it all over something that you're not looking at.
And now it's helping other wives.
The other wives
power.
see it, tell their husband, you should do this too, because look, see, that's the thing. You don't want interaction, wives and work. You don't want each other's wives to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it was like when I worked with Bob for many years and we both had kids of the same age. You didn't want the wives to interact because it's, Bob will go to, he'll do this for whatever. And I'm like, yeah, well, Bob won't do this, though. I'm here all day Saturday, and he's at the college. Like, we can't play this game.
Yeah, now, just trying to always spin positive.
Yeah, maybe get some of that audio where your wife was pretty receptive to the nice rim job.
Well, that's exactly what I was about to say. Sometimes they may swap other stories, and you're not going to believe what Dan did the other night. Now I get to enjoy it. So, but no, this is the way it tends to usually go, I guess.
Yeah, tell your wife. Well, I was going to tell you guys yesterday. It's a very quick hit, but I'm very excited when I learned it yesterday that my wife has drinks with the ladies tonight.
Whoa.
She's been going hard lately.
Yeah, it's fall.
And book club Friday.
Wow, dude.
What?
And I got the information on a Wednesday, so now I'm just looking at the
and no
Rainbow
Cowboys
Road
game this
ahead
weekend?
of me.
It's like a 4-day weekend.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be doing.
This guy's glowing.
You were on fire during Business Wednesday yesterday, which is...
But I did do extra forearm work yesterday just to get ready.
Yep.
Definitely. Charge up your Beats pill that you carry around when you're...
There was I do today's birthdays in the morning, and one of the obscure guys who's probably like got a million followers because it said YouTuber, Mr. Beat.
Not Beast?
No, Mr. Beat. And I was wondering, is it like the Bad Beat type beat, or no? It turns out it's like a school teacher who. It's a music teacher or something stupid.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But
yeah.
That made me think, is this Mr. Beat? Like, is he really good at beating?
Pretty far off. He chooses two places from around the world and compares their geography.
Okay.
That's Mr. Beat?
That's not the...
no, the guy who zooms in on maps. No, I don't know what he's
called.
Yeah, that guy rules.
No, this guy's lame. But 1.3 million subscribers.
For comparing
geography.
That is difficult.
So, Yeah, we've done this. We've done this a handful of times. I want to say it's not been every year since we've had kids, but it's been most.
Where'd you go?
The
Bluebonnets?
Botanic Gardens in Grapevine. It's a pretty solid spot. In fact, I've never been out there taking pictures and been the only family.
Did you dress up? What'd you wear? Did you match?
No, I mean, I don't know. Fall type button up, these same pants, khakis, and sneakers.
The fall color palette.
But it's also a shirt that I've worn in family photos before, like within the last 3 years.
Do you put them all up side by side like we would do every Christmas? You bring up, there's 3-year-old, 4-year-old, like with Santa, see how they look every year.
What we do have.
See how bloated Jake.
Right, no doubt. More on that later. We have books made. There's like a picture book made of the year. And then I guess it goes out for Christmas cards maybe. But
I say it's gay, it's horrible, but you're probably going to like it a lot in 10 or 20 years.
I actually don't. I was fine to do it. It is something you do for your partner. You just want to make sure they understand that you're doing it for them and for no one else. Because the kids they hate it.
Yeah, she's still got a big card on you though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're over a year. I mean, how long are we going to do this?
She's been going out with friends
but
a
here's
lot.
the thing. You guys act like this started after that. You know what I mean? Like, it's been since day one.
You were doing what she said.
Yeah. So
to an extent.
it's not that much of a beating. But the kids do legit hate it. And they fight each other. They're tackling each other. People they're crying.
Don't you
People are
remember?
Yelling.
That was probably the same with you and Joe.
In front of
big time.
Sbarro in New York City?
Yeah. Yeah, over a Madden game. But there's a lot of other people out there taking
Why would you embarrass me like this?
But yeah, so we did get it done. It's not the end of the world.
You give knowing nods to the other dads?
Nah, I didn't even want to associate with them. I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, this. I didn't want them to think that I'm the guy that would say, oh, you got 3 kids, you had to switch to zone, because they all do, and I don't even want to look at them. But I got it done. The night before, though, I went to go vote. It was a big election day.
Well, that's right.
Here in town, and I went after I picked my son up from his school daycare thing. So it was about 5:00. And I just thought I'll just take him with me because there's a voting place in Grapevine where there's almost never a line. I know where there's going to be a line. I know where there's not a line. And I thought, I don't know. And yeah, there was probably a little small part of me, SG, that was like, this is cool. I'm taking him to vote. Like, he's going to see how it works.
Democracy.
Yeah, like, this is what it's about.
Yeah, but what
ridiculous.
What's the Electoral College? How come that's not just...
Yeah, no, and he just starts sounding off with Howard Zinn stuff. But we walk in, there's about a 5 to 10 minute line. Not that bad. And I'm able to keep him chill through that out in the hallway. It's at a church. And then we are up to the front of the line. He's been very calm. He's been very patient. And people are like laughing at him. He's cute. He's saying funny stuff. He's keeping the line entertained. Life of the party so far. We advanced to the table. You know, there's usually like a horseshoe of table, kind of. Like they got 2 running vertical and 1 horizontal.
Retired people are sitting there.
With the machines in front of them. So we walk up to the first table, and the gentleman says, ID. And I hand him the ID, and Carter's at my side. And again, this is a table of normal height. And I hand him the ID, and I look over at Carter, and he's got the look on his face, and his hand is up by the machine. And I was like, no, dude, stop, hand down. And then the guy tries to scan my ID, and he's like, something's not working. And then he calls a guy over, and the guy goes, this machine is off. What happened to this machine? And I'm like looking at him, and he's looking at me, and he's doing the grin. And I'm like, I kind of start backing up a little bit. And the guy goes, this one's down over here too. And the guy's like, yeah, that's because they're all connected to this one. This is the main one. And I'm like, oh man, he might have hit something or something. And the lady sitting there was like, it's no big deal. It'll take 10 minutes, give or take. And the guy goes, it'll take 10 minutes for this one. He's like, it could take he's like making a huge deal out of it. Now, something did happen, but he was being a bit of a baby about it. But now everyone is looking, and all the machines are off. And I just sort of started backing up with Carter towards the door, and I'm like, we're just going to go ahead and go. And this guy's making a big deal out of it. Lady at the door is like, you don't have to go. It's okay. And I'm like, honestly, I don't think he's going to be patient any longer. Like, we should just get out of here. And now when we get out to the hallway, the line is like an hour long. And we took this voting site offline for I don't know how long, but it wasn't a couple minutes. And we just ran on out to the parking lot. And I wanted to tell everyone in the back of the line that was now 6 times longer than the one I waited in, like, you're going to be here for a while. But I didn't. We just left. And so then I got home. I told my wife what happened, and I was like, I'm going to go back up and vote once we're getting the kids down. I went back up to the Grapevine Rec Center. That line was a good 40 minutes, but I did wait it out. Guy who wants to talk in voting line is the new worst guy who wants to talk. Sauna, gym, naked in the whatever. Guy who wants to talk because – he said he walked up. He was right behind me. I was in the back of the line. He walked up, and I had one AirPod in. But he looked at me, and he goes, doesn't look so bad. It'll move fast, I bet. And I go, I don't know. But the next guy wasn't so wise. So he just engaged. They just talk. These fucking people just talk to each other. Complete straight. It's my dad, And it just immediately was like, I didn't think there'd be this many people here on just a proposition election. A lot more young people here than I thought. Like almost trying to get me in, And he's like, I remember, hell, I've been voting so long. I remember we used to have to vote on paper. It's like, are you you're gatekeeping voting? Cool. What are we doing? And I was like reading my book on my phone, and I don't know if this was directed at me, but he's like, yeah, sure, I'm glad I actually read this stuff at home, so I'm not just having to cram in line. I'm like, why are you talking right now? No one wants to hear it except for the one other guy, and that's all he needs. And they just kept going. They kept going. Oh, I think this one's mostly just about a bunch of, it's tax stuff. They want to, raise tax on that. I'm going to vote against this. Raise tax on this. I'm going to vote against this. Raise tax on this. I'm going to vote against this. There was one about, like, dementia research funding, though, and I'm a little older now, so I'm going to vote for that one. Where do you think that funding comes from? And I just had to listen. So then I got up to the front 45 minutes later, and I handed the lady or the guy my ID, and he's like, hey, whoa. It says you already voted today.
Whoa, because of the other place?
And I was like, no, it's not that. And he's like, you can explain it to her. She's good with this stuff.
Good with what stuff?
Problems.
Was she good?
Well, she said, it's no big deal. I just need you to stay here. I'm going to call over there and confirm there was an outage at that time. I go, you know what? Don't care. Everyone have fun.
You just opted out again?
Just opted out. It was,
and you spent so much time.
And that's what my wife said, but I was like, yeah, but I got to watch Carter morph into Antifa or whatever for a minute. I got to listen to those guys chop it up about the news. It was not a negative experience. There's just no vote on the ledger for me in this extremely important election.
Well, I'm glad you didn't have a negative experience, because that would be what it would be you'd be saying after you called one-day doors and closets. You'd say that was not a negative experience.
Oh, I was going to say you'd say it was a negative one if you called 1 week doors and closets and then found out that one-day doors and closets exists.
Yeah.
What a fool.
One-day doors and closets replace all your interior doors in 1 day. Without any construction in the house, they use advanced 3D measuring technology. They make a digital blueprint of your existing frames, custom-cut doors to fit those frames. They're solid, real wood.
Yeah, get the Blake's mustache of doors.
It's a massive upgrade. It's a massive upgrade to the quality and significantly cuts down on sound transmission in your home. You don't want to transmit sound. You don't want them to hear what you're doing in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
When you're cracking that thing.
Like hanging a new piece of art in every room. It is 940-969-4790. Buy one door, they give you two doors. So some will call this BOGO. OneDayTexas.com/promo30. Tell them the Dumb Zone. Don't you tell them something about the Dumb Zone, or no?
No.
Oh, don't even mention.
Mention Mike Reiner's podcast.
Yeah, you can mention that, but then use our code, OneDayTexas.com/promo30.
Yeah, mention 5 things is sleeveless on Friday. It doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Boy, yeah. Everything's turning up, Dan.
Got a text from Wes, who's been in the den before. He said he has a drone that takes 4K video and would be down to bring it to the den for the next Cowboys game, because we were talking about having a blimp and having overhead shots.
Aerial coverage provided by Wes.
So I'm sure Qualis and their drone might be able to help us, but maybe Wes, was that something that you could do, Clayton? Could we like hook up?
Yeah, zoom it in.
You can zoom?
There's no way. I mean, you could certainly record it. But we could try it, but you know what, I shouldn't say.
Well, we're not sure that when they
drones.
do the Goodyear blimp, they're doing live shots, right?
You could also,
record it.
Just record it, bring it back down, and then play it like it's real.
Yeah, it'll be dark by the time the game streams happen, so we'll need it during the day.
Man, goddamn, it better not be dark for the next one. It's like 3:25 Philly, I think.
It'll get dark around half.
The 23rd. And this dark around half, I'm already totally depressed.
Why?
Just the whole dark while I'm doing dishes after dinner, it's...
Yeah, but then you realize you do have time.
What do you mean? No.
Because when
I realize this is like day 4 of this 6 months of just horrid.
Yeah, I guess you have a different experience being in Cleveland, I guess. But when I see it's out there, it's dark outside, it's only 6 o'clock, I think I got a few more hours to get stuff done.
It doesn't make any sense.
It really
makes me
doesn't.
think it's night. I feel like it's midnight now.
I know,
go to
but
bed.
it's not. And now you have time to do stuff.
I think
this is the worst logic I've ever heard.
I think what it is that when you're at a point now, Dan, where when you see night, you're thinking bedtime. Whereas for Blake, when he sees night, it's his limited amount of free time, and it's just making him feel like it starts earlier because it's dark. So he's like, boy, I can just start video game time because otherwise it makes no sense. It's nighttime, everyone's shutting down. That's not a signal for productivity.
But you think it's time for bed, but you actually have more time to do whatever you want.
And I
watch a show.
Wiped out last night at like 6:30. It's dark. I'm like, well, just put them to bed. They don't know.
We do.
Yeah, it's the move.
Want to talk sports?
Yeah,
we have some.
From the wonderful world of sports,
let's make this brought to us by Game Day Men's Health. We are in the Game Day Men's Health studio. 10% off TRT for life. When you mention the Dumb Zone, just go to gameday.dumbzone.com. Maybe you do the peptides like I have. Maybe you do that testosterone replacement like Jake has. B12 shot gets you ready for the week. Be your best self. It's not just age. Might be some other stuff that they can fix for you. So gameday.dumbzone.com. Thank you, Game Day Men's Health. I was even thinking when we drive out, we have to drive to Melissa. There's a town called Melissa.
You're run up by Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a game day up there? I want to try and stop by all the area locations. There's got to be one on the way, right? There's a Plano game day.
I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't have a clue where Melissa is.
It's you go up 121, hit 75, and then go up. Isn't it near Salina?
Salina's a little west. But yeah, Melissa's just up 75.
Because you had the story last week where like a former Salina or Melissa
was that Salina
teacher. Yeah, so
Salina's up the tollway. Melissa's up 75.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So anyway,
yeah, we'll find one for you, bud.
All right, sweet. I want to meet everybody at every game day. Okay. Well, I guess the top news when we woke up was all these trades that are NFL trades and Cowboy trades and everything. And then the top news now is that Marshawn Kneeland is dead. 24 years old. Dallas Cowboy fell on the blocked punt the other night. And you got to think this will – I feel like this will – it's going to be hard to say whether it's more negatively affect the Cowboys, moving forward. Like you've said so many times, like Shoddy, his whole thing is vibes. And this is a very bad vibe. Like, this is bad, right? This is like a real human thing.
Yeah.
That's happening to the team. This isn't just like players getting traded that were your friends. This guy is now dead. And I don't know, it's a weird thing. Just, I guess, it happened before. The Cowboys had a death during the season. And it's just a weird, I guess it's the way life is. You just move on. You got a game. They have a bye week.
Yeah,
but you're going to have a game, and you're going to have to replace the players on the roster. It's. What do you know about the story? Like I saw the Frisco police replay. What I know in general is just that they were like the police were chasing him.
Yeah.
And he evaded police somehow and got out of the car and then ended up shooting himself. So this is also very odd because it's like, oh, this is tragic, and I'm seeing a lot of stuff online like, oh, mental health, man. You got to be careful about mental health. Like, well, why were they chasing him? And I guess you can say that about couldn't you say that about any serial killer or something? Mental health, man. It's true. Like they're
pedophilia. You think that's
mental
like
health.
A mentally healthy?
Right. It's
very tricky.
Something that's odd. So I don't know that you can just cover it with the shroud of mental health and all's okay because
No, and I know that's not. This is not what you're trying to do. But I just sort of don't think we just reject that like framing of it. It's just some people are going through stuff and it leads to negative outcomes, right? Like, I guess let's just get into the story here, and then we can kind of because, I don't know to the extent that like substance was involved. He did have I believe a DUI in college, but you never know with those things. But the reports are that he was involved in an accident while running away from the police from trying to stop him for speeding or during that process.
Was he going like 150 or something?
That's what they've said, yeah. And
you ever do that?
I've never gone that fast.
At
no.
The height of...
No. And, we're not a news organization, so, there's texts out there that were posted online that have now been deleted. But they were messages from people saying like, hey, this was my sister who was involved in this crash with him. She's okay. But they told her she was lucky to walk away at all. Her car's totaled. And, that text is gone. But it does make it sound like there's a world where maybe he thought he had killed somebody. They also, in the Frisco police statement, said that while they were looking for the vehicle, that's all they knew at the time, is that there's a vehicle who has escaped DPS. Now Frisco's helping them find it. They said that while they were looking for it, they received reports that he had expressed suicidal ideations. And even with that, right? Like, I'm so tired of anybody who's been in therapy for a long time is pretty tired of answering that question. It's every time you do it.
What?
Are you having any suicidal ideations?
Oh.
Well, I mean,
they ask you that when you go to just your general physical every year too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a really hard question to just answer. Like, what does it mean to do that if you're 18 and you're like, man, I'm going to kill myself? I mean, my daughter said that before. Like, she knows that's a thing people say when they're mad.
Yeah.
But to what extent was he doing that? How serious was it? I don't know, but obviously this happened. So I guess anybody who listens to this show knows that I have a substance problem, and the degree to which that presented problems in my life really wasn't a matter of anything other than what else was going on in my life. I never had it more or less under control. It was just whatever was happening could make it better or worse. And we all do the imagine being 24 years old and having all this money and being removed from a lot of the consequences that happen to regular everyday people. And how would you react, right? We all kind of just usually say, I would have been dead, at least for guys like me and you who partied.
Mm-hmm.
And our limitations on partying was mostly just what we could get and then get to work, right?
Yeah.
But
what if you had no limitations?
What if you had that, and also whether you fall on the side of like alcoholism or substance abuse being mostly or at all genetic, let's just say there are some people who have their brain is wired to have a harder time with impulse control and with dealing with really stressful situations. So if you're one of those type of people and then you get all consequences removed from your life and you have all the money, all the whatever, I don't think it's shocking that it turns out this way sometimes. It's very sad, but I just think there's people whose brains are not ready to be involved in something as serious as the NFL. It won't handle it well. Now, the really only positive thing here is that he's the only one dead. Because I say this all the time about drunk driving arrests when someone's like, oh, you got a DUI. Getting a DUI and being in jail for the rest of your life for intoxicated manslaughter is a matter of pure luck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't talk about it as that. We talk about it as two very distinctly different crimes, but they're not.
Yeah, I think DUI is probably reduced quite a bit from when I was.
What do you mean?
20 to 25 people driving while under the influence.
Oh, I thought you meant well, yes, because the inverse is true. It's way more punitive now.
Overall doing it. Well, I don't know that it's because it's punitive. I knew I would get arrested. You know, it wasn't like I didn't do it. Oh, wait, it's a felony now, level 2? Okay, then I won't. Like,
maybe you.
I just
maybe
feel like
generation back further, but I'm telling you that
I was going to say it's less because you have Uber and all that kind of stuff, but you also.
Sure. But I think it started before that.
But you also have, I don't know, socially. Do you want to go home and say I left my car at the bar? You know, I knew dudes who, I know dudes now who know their wife would kill them if they got so drunk they left the car at the bar, so they just drive home.
Yeah.
So.
And then if you hit somebody and you kill them, then
you're
looked at as a much different person.
I just know it. Yes, you're right. It's a matter of luck, probably, that we never killed anyone. Right? I don't know how often you drove drunk.
Less than you would, way, way, way less than someone who consumed like I did, you would think. Because I will sleep anywhere at your house, on the floor. You don't want me there? I don't care.
Often you'd lose your car, too, so that would help.
That happened once. So, yeah, that's really the only positive thing here, is that he's the only person who died from this. And it's a horrible, horrible story. But I remember when Josh Brent, Jerry Brown situation happened, you know, that's for better or worse. I don't know how to say this. I remember learning a lot about Jason Garrett at that time and thinking that he handled it extremely well. And I know that it's a business. I know that it's pro sports at the end of the day, but that was a moment where I felt like, boy, the Cowboys are more of a family business than most of these other businesses are. And that's obvious. And it's obvious it presents a lot of negatives.
Josh Brent's on the payroll.
I know, or he was at one point. I don't know.
I think he is now. I've recently looked at their
he's had
structure because of the Loomis and the people that are on their payroll. Yeah, Josh Brent is listed as a scout along with Spalding.
Yeah, Josh Brent post Wendy's even, or I believe he was tased. But you see what I'm saying? Like, I just remember there are organizations that, and I'm not saying this is a good thing about the Cowboys always, but that it felt like more of a family organization when that happened, whereas there's plenty of pro sports teams where you don't feel like you're a part of shit. Like you're just there for work. And I do think the Cowboys foster a little bit more of that. And so I think there's a chance Shoddy handles this extremely well. I think actually that the youth minister guy is better set up to handle this than like Mike Tomlin, who probably doesn't want to hear that you're sad about it.
Yeah, and which is better for your team if you're just...
And does any of that really matter?
Yeah.
Right? What matters is that you're giving up 9 a carry and, the team at large knows that you've already been eliminated from the playoffs.
All right, I want to talk about the trades too today. But and we got the sororities coming up, and we also got to mention Community Mechanical. They're our HVAC company. They are the title sponsor of the Brandon Aubrey Show, and so they've got a bit right now. Let's see. If you buy a new system between now and the end of the football season, you get a $1,700 discount, like right away, off the top.
There you go.
Then if Brandon breaks the NFL record for longest field goals, 17 listeners will get their preventative maintenance costs refunded for the year. So sign up for preventative maintenance, have them come over, check your place out. They might find some stuff that's really bad like they did at my house. And then, Brandon will probably break that record. So this is a good investment for you.
Matter of time before you start saving money with Community Mechanical, CommunityDFW.com, the phone number for Travis. Call or text 469-667-7290, CommunityDFW.com for all your heating, ventilation, conditioning needs.
Well, we do it every week at about this time. So we're going to do it again today.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time for DeeZ's Picks.
Yo, what's up, Johnny?
Yes, indeed. We will pick games against Cirque du Soroy, which is the Soroy twins and Danny Bayless. They join us now, once again. They join us every Thursday. Then they got their own program to get prepared for every Thursday night. Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can see these boys on YouTube.
Hi, DumbZone.
Mike Soroy is... What are you doing? You're watching wrestling?
That's
I'm doing well.
every
It's
week.
on. But
It's on, yeah. I mean, he's just...
gotta leave that on. It's the Hitman.
Cash Soroy working hard in his office. So this is every week. Every week, Cash is breaking
I
necks.
can barely make time to make this, and
cash
Mikey
and
can barely
checks.
take time to get his eyes away from wrestling.
Did you shave recently? You look extremely clean shaven. I heard about your patio workout routine.
Oh, dude. Yeah, no, I had to dress as a current president of the United States for our Halloween spooktacular. Thank you for watching.
You heard about 15-minute calves?
I haven't heard the Halloween one. I saw you guys had to edit it for Spotify. I've heard Tuesday's episode, but no, you shaved to be Trump. Okay.
Yeah, because I had to be orange, and that just wasn't going with the beard. So, I was committed.
What do you think of guy who works out on his like luxury apartment balcony to just make sure everybody sees that he's getting all of his lunges in and stuff?
Gay.
Like, I mean, I guess if you have the balcony, use it, but it just feels like you guys get on to me for wearing a tank top in my neighborhood.
You walk around
You do lunges in the neighborhood.
in the street with your kettlebells. You make a big show of it. Hey, look at me. I'm in shape. Look, how early I'm up.
Look at my guns.
Yeah, I probably need to
Sun's
wait.
out.
Cash, I think Cash is doing the what's the Olympic thing with the ribbons too, and the
Color
the
guard
ball.
type thing.
Yeah, the ball. He does real futuristic workout. And what is that stuff called?
Floor routine says Clayton. I go color guard.
Well, we have
It's
no
called something else.
We have
it's
no
not aromatic gymnastics. It's something like aromatic, but it's not aromatic.
We have no Cowboy game to pick this week, but man, last week's Cowboy game had me in a knot.
Woo!
Yeah, that was awesome. That was the one good thing that happened for us was those damn Cardinals. Boy, we were cheering for them.
That was an 8-game swing.
Yeah, that was huge.
Saved our ass.
Yeah, for sure. And I this also creates a weird thing when we're in this team format. Because I was watching the Kansas City game, Kansas City Buffalo, so I'm rooting for Kansas City because I picked them, but Mike Soroy has Kansas City on a triple play. I'm like, damn.
Tough, man.
If they do win, I'm going to look better, but their team will be better. So that was the spot Danny Bayless was in last week too, as he's watching the Cowboy game. Like Danny Bayless was 2-7 at the time, so you're like, okay, I want to look better. I want to be 3-7. But if so, then our team will be 7 more games behind.
Just pick games, man. I don't know.
I am. I do just pick games. I don't look at anyone else's. But then once the games are on, I'm looking at this and like, oh my gosh,
I get it.
We're pretty good at like teaming up and like realizing because we're down so far, we kind of say, all right, this is what we want to happen. And yes,
after the picks are done.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, after the picks are done, then we're like, okay, we're gonna both look bad, but net the team will win one, so we root for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, team wise. It's 12 games now. So we're 12 games ahead of the Soroys. We have 131 wins. They have 119. And individual-wise, at the top, as usual, with an 8-game lead now, Jake Kemp carrying our team.
Thank you to Bill Belichick, Jordan Hudson, the lacrosse player that Syracuse played
on North Carolina.
It was a bloodbath, too.
How did this work?
By the way,
Syracuse went to Clemson and destroyed Clemson.
Because
Clemson went to North Carolina and beat North Carolina. North Carolina went to Syracuse and beat Syracuse.
There's a couple fun things that have happened in my Dan football sports relationship in the last couple years, and one of them is he's paid more attention to college football via Clemson and picks, and boy, nobody has not learned to get away from the transitive property more than Dan in college football. You've got
it makes no sense.
You've got to let it go. My other pick last week was UTSA over Tulane. That was a blowout. So I also goaded you into the Cowboys triple, though. So I have to bear some responsibility for that.
Yeah. So you have 54 wins. How many games have we picked so far? 100 yet? No.
90. There you go.
So out of 90, 54 wins, 60%. Well, you'd be doing pretty well in Vegas, your dad would say. 46 wins for Mike Soroy. Those are the only two over 50% this year. Then I have 42 wins. Cash with 37. Danny with 36. Blake with 35.
So
but the mustache...
What does that get me?
The mustache we should get 2 extra wins for that mustache.
But since we don't, as presently constructed, you would have a 24-hour stream with beards conducted by Cash, Danny, and Blake.
That's what the people want.
I think is.
Wait, we're doing that? I don't want to do that. I thought we weren't transferring a player from the winning team.
Okay,
that doesn't seem
loser
fair.
Has to pay. The ultimate loser has to pay.
It just feels like this is a team sport.
So I am in that deal where I don't know how much of this is a bit or not. So I will just try to tread lightly here. Whatever you think is happening in the game, it's just because it's whatever's come up in your head at that time. All of the rule changes.
I just feel like it's
we should do this. We shouldn't do that. It is.
But we said it
exclusively.
We'll change it up. I'll change things up right now.
Yeah, and you can.
That's the fun of being with me. That's what I'm telling my wife. Like,
we don't want to do
great
this.
About me. You never know what's going to happen.
And then possibly we'll complain about it later.
Yeah,
just
all the time.
I'm just saying, whatever we're doing, it's whatever you want us to do because that's what it's been the whole time.
All right.
But if we, at some point before the final week, we should decide a format and payoff.
All right, we'll do that here during the bye week. We got a lot of plans for the bye week.
Okay.
I was going to do it on the way to
taxes,
Denver,
I know,
but
right?
we got busy.
Had a book to read.
Got busy trying to go to the bathroom at a Buc-ee's. Oh, I heard somebody told me there's a Buc-ee's in Melissa.
That checks out.
That very much sounds.
Okay, Clayton's nodding as if he's been there.
A Buc-ee's in Melissa? Yeah, I've seen that.
Anyway, let's pick games. So we pick them from you don't have to pick the Cowboy game this week because there is no Cowboy game. Hey, good news, guys. They won't lose.
Thank you, Tom Thumb Grocery Sacker.
That is an awesome dad joke to use around the cul-de-sac tonight.
Okay.
If you get that chance. If you run into a neighbor. All right. So we pick first to worst. That way those behind can go up against their triple plays or anything. So all we got to do is one on the air today. It is your triple play, and we'll start with Jake Kemp.
Ooh, Dan. There's a lot of tasty charcuterie on the board.
You don't have to tell me, my friend.
My first look was the Lions coming off of a loss, looking to avenge last season's playoff loss against the Washingtons. No Jaden Daniels. Lions shut out on the ground last week. I think it's 8.5. But no. I like Missouri +7 hosting A&M, Dan. My Doak Walker, probably the guy I'm going to vote for right now. I don't know if you guys know that I've been participating in bi-weekly Doak Walker Committee Award meetings again as a...
Oh,
congratulations.
I thought you were the Groza.
No, I was never Groza, never Ray Guy. Ahmad Hardy in Mizzou are a powerhouse. And 7's a lot, so I take Mizzou, but that's not my pick. My pick is BYU +10 at Lubbock.
Whoa.
What?
BYU undefeated, 13-7 against the spread against ranked teams since 2018.
But you love Tech.
10 points, dude.
The tortillas.
They're at
10
home.
points.
They're at home.
I think Tech will win. BYU 7-1 against the spread
They're
as an
Mormons.
underdog since the start of last season. That's the thing. They're not bothered by that crazy environment. They have like a 30-year-old linebacker. Tech's got a lot of injuries. They do have a lot of depth, but give me the Cougs +10 out in the desert. It's not the desert.
Triple play.
We'll see.
Before we get on to the other picks, I should have mentioned that fairlease.org, also a big sponsor here on the show. They've been with us for a long time. We mentioned Community Mechanical before, our HVAC company.
Mm-hmm.
They went to Fairlease because they lease their fleet of vehicles. And Fairlease bought them out of their D&M lease because their deal was so good. And now Community Mechanical leases from fairlease.org. You can too. Go to that front page, fairlease.org, use the drop-down menu there, choose Dumb Zone for Why Did You Hear About Us? And then you can shop right there. Shop online. No car dealership. Don't got to get all sweaty on a Saturday. Don't have to miss your BYU versus Tech.
Oh, man. You're
matchup.
watching ball, being a bro.
Instead of out shopping and wasting gas money going dealership to dealership. Fairlease.org.
Feliz Navidad.
Leads us right to...
Feliz Navidad.
I don't have it ready.
Feliz Navidad.
But I do know what a gift...
The holidays are approaching.
What a gift that could be for your loved one.
Absolutely. Put a big red bow on it. Has anybody ever done that in real life? And did they immediately get blown?
I shouldn't even say this, but
yes,
when we gave our 16-year-old a car, we my buddy Chaz over at Grapevine Ford got me a big red bow.
Mm-hmm.
And
no.
I like I said, I shouldn't say it, so I won't.
You're cooked, Unc.
I am not.
You're straight chopped.
I'm not going to say that. Mike Soroy, you get to pick now.
Do they just loan you the bow?
I did give the bow back. Yeah.
Does it like have straps under the car that hook? Like it's made, obviously it's made for cars.
The bow, so you know how when you buy a small bow, it has that little square on the bottom that you pull the tape off?
Yeah.
The little square on the bottom is a magnet.
Of course it is.
And you could just sit, everybody's like, whoa.
That's how they do it.
A fucking magnet.
I've never seen such amazement at something I've said.
Yeah, magnets.
I just lit a match in front of a caveman.
Oh, man, that's good. Oh, shit, just right there on top, huh?
Genius. Undercar hooks.
Just
undercar
genius.
Hooks is what I always...
Learn something new, man.
I have a couple
Give a bow, get a blow.
Oh.
There you go.
Before my,
that's their motto.
What do you got?
The levy breaks for one Jake Kemp this week. I'm predicting 3-7 at best for our leader.
Ooh.
You should go right up against his triple play and just take deck.
Let's
Take
do
the
it.
Raiders.
Get some balls.
Yeah, they blow people out. Baron Morton's looking great now that he's having to play, even though he's probably still hurt. Let's see it, big boy.
I would do that if I didn't already have a triple that I knew for sure is going to hit.
Meow, meow.
Second prediction is I think Cash might actually, because he twice this season now, he's gone above 500 with his picks. And this fucking guy struts, he does the Conor McGregor strut everywhere he goes. I was driving down to Greenville and he was at a gas station, not together, and I saw him doing the McGregor as he walked inside. I'm like, no one's around you. So
plus you went 6-4.
Dude, exactly. Insta genius. If one game breaks right, just ask him. I will continue to support my team with a triple play this week, and I am taking a team that is an underdog and should be favored. Whenever you see the best team getting points, you got to take them. I'm going to the NFL. I'm going to Lambeau Field, where the Philadelphia Eagles are a better football team than the Green Bay Packers, a healthier football team than the Green Bay Packers, and getting it 2.5 points. Philadelphia Eagles plus 2.5 is my Bret Hart sharpshooter triple play of the week.
Triple play.
Jalen Phillips.
Do you guys think that there's a chance that LaFleur's on the hot seat?
You shouldn't
I
be.
considered that for a second.
I saw an article, some Green Bay writer throw that out there.
Stupid.
Is it?
Isn't that dude like one of the best?
I think he's one of the best.
The first 5 years or whatever the hell he's been there, all he does is win and do things well, and he's incredibly handsome.
Aren't they the 4th seed right now?
I mean, they're 5-2-1. It's just their last appearance in the conference championship was, and this is how normal good teams talk, not the Cowboys, was 2020.
Yeah, yelling about coach is just such a fucking national pastime. It's so mouth breather type thing. I mean, sometimes obviously it's warranted, but no.
Okay.
The first thing anything looks south, oh my God, should we fire this guy? I don't know. It's fucking annoying.
You guys were trying to kneecap McDaniel back in week 2.
And now they got rid of the GM, but not him, right?
Yeah.
Like the power struggle has been won.
Yeah, it's a temporary thing.
You think he's gone?
Yeah, I think new GM. We'll see.
Yeah, that makes sense. Unless they do I'm hiring a hotshot young coach and let him kind of pick the GM. That's been a thing.
Whoa.
Do you think
Shoddy?
Steel
Shoddy?
I mean, does Mike McDaniel get scooped as an OC next year if he gets fired right at the end of this year? Like,
absolutely, right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think so too.
I mean, I know that.
Although he was never an OC, right?
Yeah, but he was.
Which is odd.
Yeah, but being the run game coordinator in San Francisco
was Shanahan the OC?
Yeah,
okay.
That's kind of the deal, right?
All right.
And he's still, I think, pretty highly regarded as a scheme guy and play caller. So he'd be snatched up quick.
Yeah, he's certainly not.
Dude, I've fantasized it because if Clayton Adams really is a hot commodity, Shoddy would love nothing more than to get McDaniel's weird ass in here and chop it up with him about shit. Oh, he's he wears short. God, yeah. Oh, dude, he would love it.
Yeah, I don't know. That may have cooled on Clayton Adams now, don't you think? The rest of the NFL is not as fired up about him as they might have been.
I certainly hope that that's the case because no, dude. No.
Okay. Good effort last week.
Well, I'm just saying, if you want to go week to week, what their rushing totals are to evaluate whether or not this guy knows how to create a run game. Like you can watch the plays they're running and see that some of the players suck at executing the blocks. But no, I think that guy he's a brilliant offensive mind.
Mike, it's like they weren't even listening to you talking about how all we do is try to fire coaches.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, he sort of
jumped right into it.
Get this
They
guy.
went straight to the mouth breather thing.
Yeah, there it is.
All right.
That's dumb.
Time for me to pick. I do think there's some tasty nugs over there in the NFL. I'm looking at
No seeds and stems.
I'm actually looking at this is certainly a stay away, but I feel like Dillon Gabriel should not be a road favorite, even if it's against the Jets. I feel like when you make a couple of trades like that, it might be a let's rally, the guys here in this room and blah, blah, the guy next to you and the guy next to you. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, Dillon Gabriel. Has anybody seen Dillon Gabriel?
He's the worst quarterback playing.
It's horrible.
Very bad.
Shador got hurt. Apparently, they're saying like the Browns are thinking he got hurt working with his personal quarterback coach. So
what are they getting? What's the spread here?
2.5.
Well, I don't
by 2.5 on the road. I'm not gonna bet the Jets though. I also
watch the Jets just put up one 37-point game. This will be it if they're gonna do it, but still got Myles Garrett.
I kind of like Jacksonville on the road at Houston. I know Houston has a tough defense, but Davis Mills.
I watched the second half last week.
Not good. Not good. Jacksonville's favored by 1 in that game. That's not going to be my pick, though.
I wait with bated breath.
But what will be my pick?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What's happening? The jacket's off.
The jacket's off.
But he has a black
T-shirt on.
He's going to
He's got his headphones off. He's got another shirt on under his black shirt.
The Blackhawks.
He's got.
Oh.
Is he putting something else on?
You got a tucked-in T-shirt?
He's got. I knew it. It's Bake Show time.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
3 layers.
Don't fight.
I just stack them.
What the?
It's the Brady Bowl, folks. Let's talk about this game a little bit. It's the Patriots at the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers favored by 2.5, coming off of a bye. Patriots have won 6 in a row, so they're feeling really good. Non-conference game. They got the Jets coming up next. If they drop this one, they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
They're already riding high. No one thought they'd be this good. They got a great quarterback. Like I said, Baker coming off a bye, coming off a Manning cast appearance. And what's the other thing I was thinking about this game? This is a travesty, actually. This is the this is the Brady Bowl. It is New England against Tampa Bay. Tom Brady's not a good announcer. He's fine because he's Tom Brady. But if he wasn't Tom Brady, you would say this is not a really good announcer. When I'm elected to lead this land as I am the leader of the Logic Party, this makes no sense. To have Tony Romo calling this game. They should have one game a year where each network could go, you know what, I think they should negotiate for this game.
Well,
don't
they
you think?
probably do. They probably do. And
this game should be absolutely Tom Brady needs to be in it. They should trade Romo for Brady for one game. How cool would that be?
Yeah, that'd be very cool.
Could you imagine the NFL viewership if CBS, it was Nance and Brady?
Nance would just...
And it was Brohard and Romo, and then they'd all see, actually, this is better. That would probably be a better booth.
Oh, I would
both
support
be
wife
better
swapping.
KB and Romo.
I also feel like we're at the lunch table in 5th grade, right? They should just trade them for one game. But I'm sure there's
illogical.
I agree, and it's also just the fact that having Baker, this MVP season, I want it memorialized by greater voices than Tony Romo. Romo's not on Baker's level.
So give me Baker Mayfield to win by at least 2.5 for my triple play.
Triple play.
I just can't stop thinking if Dan would have done that shirt thing, quick change and just thrown confetti up.
God,
and then when it came down, he had a
I was only tucked in so that this wouldn't fly out and show my gut.
It would have taken practice, but that would have been cool as shit.
Quick change was undefeated, man.
Fantastic.
Up next is Cash Saroy. Cash rising up the ranks.
I promised you guys that last week would be my last week being last, and that's exactly what has happened. I'm finished with that bottom crap. And also, Dan, 2.5 points, huh? So the home team, 2.5 points. It's 3 points for the home field advantage, kind of like the Cardinals last week. I believe I remember mentioning that. So enjoy that triple.
Ooh.
Let's go up against it, big man.
No, hey,
how about one of you guys
talk a lot
grow
of
a
shit.
pair?
Talk
Grow
a lot
pair.
of shit.
Oh, that triple sucks, but I'm not going to go against it.
A lot of shit.
So I'm afraid.
Have fun with your triple. But no, for me, like my whole vibe driving around today is all about corn. I mean, I just love freaking corn so much so that I went to the local
like a freak on a leash.
and I got free freaking chips and queso just for mentioning the surf show. So the corn tortillas are amazing with that queso, and so then I was sitting there and I was enjoying that corn tortilla and queso free for mentioning the surf show at Taco Joint.
Little Emmett Johnson. Let's go.
Yeah.
And yeah,
do we have to start charging them for doing this shit? No, promoting their places so that now people
just give us our piece of that fair lease.
I just want people going to Taco Joint. I don't really care who benefits. If it's them, take it. Just make the Nebraska pay.
There you go. And then I was like, I just wish I could have corn all the time. But there's the husk.
Picked up where he left off.
You can't just have the corn without the husk. The husk stops you from getting the corn, much like the way the Corn Huskers will stop UCLA from getting into the end zone enough to get a win.
I like it.
Play, Nebraska plus a point now.
Emmett Johnson currently second on my Doak Walker Award ballot.
Woo! Love it.
All right, that brings us to Danny Bayless.
Make no mistake, I'm horrible at this. I think I've had 1 week where I was above 500, and that was the squirrel coming out the tree now and again.
You find a nut.
And every time that I research this stuff, reason with myself, stack analytics, the opposite typically happens, except that 1 week where I went against my instincts. So this week, I'm making this pick for 2 reasons, because number one, it makes absolutely no sense. And number 2, regardless of the outcome, I feel that the Soroys will love me 1 more week to not kick me off of their show. That's why I do not think the Buffalo Bills will beat the Miami Dolphins by more than 9.5. I'm taking the Dolphins minus nine.
I know what you mean.
Gosh, yeah. Plus 9.5 against Buffalo. The mighty Fins.
For the slump buster.
Yeah.
I love it.
Miami Dolphins.
Powerful offense.
Number 1.
Buffalo's got some key defensive injuries. It could happen. It could happen because it's not supposed to, and that's the way things need to work out. What are you eating? Are you eating queso?
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah, free queso.
Of course
Where'd you get that?
Taco Joint.
Oh, wow.
How much was it?
This is absolute bullshit.
Well, Danny, you enjoyed that game called by Andrew Catalon, Charles Davis, and Jason McCourty. Scraping
Never heard
the
of any of them.
Barrel there.
You got a 3-man booth for that? All right, finally, Blake Jones. Come on, little buddy. You can do it.
Yeah, I'm not too good at this either.
Who at the start of our show did something I used to do when I was in last at picks. It's kind of like looking at your damn glove after you lose a ground ball. But like 10 minutes into the show today, he was like, oh, damn. And we're like, okay, what leading statement, guy? And he's like, oh, I hadn't even looked at the picks. Like, oh, cool.
That means it's going to be good.
I know, but you only say that when you're in last or first. Like, you're either being cocky or like, oh, yeah, sorry, I just don't have time for these stupid games.
I really want to go against Cash because he was so damn cocky.
Hey, Dylan Raiola's out. I don't even know if he knows that. He also isn't. I don't know if he's any good, but their Mahomes light quarterback is out.
And sometimes
what's it going to be, Officer Jones?
Sometimes you got to swing at the bully. Let's go UCLA!
All right,
triple play minus 1.5. Making up some ground.
Okay, we'll take it. UCLA.
All right, guys. Good luck to Jake and Blake.
Payoff and format pending.
And we'll decide what we're going to do next week.
We did decide.
So thanks, fellas. That is the Soroy Cirque du Soroy. Go see them tonight on YouTube.
Heck yeah!
Thank you, Dumb Zone. Congrats on all your sponsors.
See ya.
All right.
Beat it.
Did he say sponsor? That reminds me of Flooring Direct DFW. Flooring Direct DFW can replace every floor in your house in one day. No, wait. I'm mixing up spots. Flooring Direct DFW can, though. Let's see. What's the deal they have with Thanksgiving?
They will go ahead.
Go ahead.
They will meet or beat any competitor's offer, but for a limited time, they're going to guarantee that if you order in-stock carpet, it will be installed in time for Thanksgiving dinner, or they will pay you $500. So nothing to lose there. Blake was wondering whether or not you could try to game the system to get $500. Try it.
Yeah, they're not a national chain. They're local. They have a warehouse, but you don't need to go out there. They come direct to you. They bring you samples. They can get a free estimate in your face when you call 972-449-9456 or go online, flooringdirectdfw.com/DZ.
Yeah, maybe you got family coming to town later in the holiday season, which is bearing down on us. The holidays are approaching. Flip that house floor situation, and when they walk in, you're just stunting on them. Nothing better than that. Dumb family.
Oh yeah, wait a minute, Uncle Hotmail. Hey, Uncle Hotmail. Uncle Hotmail, look at me. Is there an email in your box for me?
A lot of my viewer mail comes from the group chat, and this is not to make light of the Marshawn Kneeland situation at all. But we did find this intro to Jane Slater's report on it today kind of funny. Am I up? It may not work either way.
Well, Ian, I received news about this around 4 o'clock Dallas time and immediately started reaching out to...
Okay, it's just that. It's just starting. I knew before you guys did, and I just want to make sure you know that. Just so everybody knows, I knew at a time that is way earlier than you thought I knew. It was early.
Was she holding her nose, or was it a clothespin?
She's outside. I think she's sick, Blake. And as a man who struggles with allergies yourself, I thought you would maybe have some sympathy there.
Or just not be so high of yourself for your report if you're going to sound like that.
I heard a couple of reports about this. We were playing the Logan Wilson podcast the other day with his wife. New Cowboy linebacker, Logs Cowboy Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife was crying about how hard it is to be traded, except they requested the trade after he got benched. Anyways, I thought that he had invented a new word when they were discussing Wyoming's uniforms.
Unless they're going to continue to do this, like with maybe the basketball team.
Yeah.
Like add this Coal Rush uniform. But
okay, so knowing what I know about Logan Wilson, he definitely seemed like a guy who would shorten a word to me. And I thought he had shortened Color Rush to Coal Rush. And I was informed by a couple of different people. One, my guy, we'll just call him Jay in Fort Collins, Colorado, because he's the one who supplied me with things that are decriminalized in Colorado while we were up there, of the psilocybin variety. He says, as your resident University of Wyoming homer, the Harvard of Southeast Wyoming, bring your attention that the Pokes wore their Coal Rush uniforms against Colorado State during the border war a few weeks back. This was to pay homage. Anchor phrase?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you can't have it without pay, right?
Yeah.
There's no homage.
To the state's proud history in the coal industry. And apparently West Virginia.
Proud. They're proud.
West Virginia has done this as well. Yeah, dude, I mean, that's a dope uniform, too, as Clay just put it up there, the all black to, look like.
Why don't we have a proud history in the oil industry? Why can't we wear our oil colors?
I would say some of what Texas Tech does feels like it is, no?
Is it? Do they have an oil color uniform? And because the proud history we had, like.
You're right. That would be silly. That they don't go that far with
the proud history of coal.
Text would be wind turbines, though.
The proud history of black lung.
Well, no.
Like, we're wearing our black lung uniforms.
You'll see, like, I'm trying to think of another example of this, but I'm positive that there are places that play on, like, regional things to try to... The point is, he didn't say coal rush to shorten color, so we're taking that off.
That's unfortunate.
He also shouted out when his wife was giving the hot takes that she hated cartoons. He was espousing the greatness of The Land Before Time, which I think is one of the most underrated children's movies of all time. I brought it up the other day at my house. My wife was like, there's a reason nobody talks about that movie. It sucks compared to... that movie's great. Do you remember it?
The Land Without Time?
The Land Before Time. It came out when I was a kid, like 1988 type thing. So it probably never filtered into your kid scene, but it's a biblical text. So thank you to Jay in Colorado for Coal Rush.
While we're doing group chat stuff, I found this video to be awesome. We talked about Dylan Gabriel and how he sucks. And there's a guy on TikTok that'll do like the top 5 worst throws in the NFL every week.
Great bit.
I like the bit. Yeah.
Really good bit. Let's play one from, I think this is from week 5.
When they were in, I think they were in London or something.
Yeah.
I remember.
Is there no audio with it? Did I mess that up? Anyway,
and it's honestly not even his fault because he has to get the ball out quick, but it was just a funny play. And for the next honorable mention, I got the Browns QB, Dylan Gabriel. He has a little window right here to get it to Hannon, but instead he scrambles out the pocket and gets hit for an incompletion. Let's look at the top 5 worst throws of week 6. And as an honorable mention, I got Dylan Gabriel for this throw off Isaiah Bond's head. He's facing an all-out blitz here, and it's honestly not even his fault because he has to get the ball out quick, but it was just a funny play. And for the next honorable mention, I got the Browns QB, Dylan Gabriel. He has a little window right here to get it to Hannon.
It's like 5 of them, right? They're all him.
He scrambles out the pocket and gets hit for an incompletion. And for my last honorable mention, I got the rookie out of Oregon, Dylan Gabriel. Isaiah Bond runs
so you get the
nice
bit,
out
but just
route.
every single throw is all of his misses from a game. But he spices it up. I got the Oregon quarterback. All right, I got the Browns rookie. I got the...
Yeah, it's a good bit.
Really funny bit.
It must be Douglas that sent us this, but somebody sent to the den a giant thing of Tony Chachere's. I always say it wrong.
Tony Sherrigans. I say it like Riff Raff does.
So thanks to, we got a lot of new spices, and I think Clayton might even have a hat with exceptional head depth.
Amazing head depth.
Sure, and he could see it from across the room. He was like, I want that hat.
He's got a gift.
And I suppose the big-headed man is always on the lookout. You know?
I got a few personalized license plates submitted to me this week. This one is from Nathan, and you can put this one up if you want. It's 11 SEP01 on a Kansas license plate, and I just don't. I'm trying to get in the mind of the person. If you lost someone, would that make sense? Probably not. If you didn't, would it make sense?
Boy, that looks like it's covered in the dust from the...
The car actually does look like, yes.
Right, like it was there. It was actually recovered from
Dude, did I ever tell you, we went to New York like months later. I feel like it might have been like almost a year later, and there was still like soot.
Yeah.
On windowsills and stuff. But anyways, what's the thought process here? Just to everybody who how many people see your license plate in a given day? Average person. It could be 1,000. Do you just want every day to think, for the low price of $39.99, I could remind 1,000 people a day about the worst tragedy in American history?
What's their slogan though?
Never forget.
There you go.
John Rocker was all over that.
It's also
the night of Mamdani's win.
A Kansas license plate.
It's weird. Everything
weird
about it is
around.
strange.
Got a subject line, Ron Washington kid. Remember last week we were talking about Halloween?
Yeah.
When the little kid shaved his head to look like Ron Washington. It was a great costume. And he must be college age now, we think. Edwin writes, gentlemen, couple of additional points on Ron Washington kid. Liam is his name. He says, I am the one that took the picture and posted it to Twitter. Yes, Liam is a white name, because he was adopted by a white family. I'm glad that he and his family got to do all the fun World Series things they did, and the Rangers did a great job capitalizing on the moment. But it was a bit Larry David for me, as they got to go to the World Series and meet the team, while all I got was a retweet from Gordon. Always go for it on 4th down, unless you're inside your own 20, or it's longer than 4th and 20.
Those are the only rules.
From day one subby Edwin.
The great Edwin. Yeah, that's a really funny idea to me. So I don't know about the adoption, and it seems like everything went great. This was not like an exploitive thing. We're not dealing with a blindside situation here. But the idea, let's say the kid was, it doesn't matter. You know that the kid's black. Whenever you adopt him, right? Like with Bob's case, did Justin already have a name? He did, right?
Yeah.
So this kid didn't have a name. You have a black child, and you name him Liam. It's very funny to me. It's about as...
Is there a famous black Liam?
There may be one in like soccer.
Is it like an Irish name?
Oh, it's very English, right? I mean...
Oh, English?
Yeah, that's what I've always associated that one with. And it's a very popular name. I think it might even show up in our top 10 names later in the news. But to me, the funniest thing would be a black family adopting a kid that looked like TC and naming it DeBrickashaw or something like that. Because that's just what is happening here. Like, or if you know what I mean? If you adopted like Dan McDowell, but you named him
LaFonda.
Ramonce.
Julio. I would like to have been named Julio. Somebody sent me, Sean, a new bit, which is called On This Day Plus 12 Months.
9.
Or excuse me, on This Day Plus 9 months, yes. Sorry. And he gave us 11/6/1984, when Ronald Reagan has a historic destruction over Walter Mondale in the presidential election. 525 electoral votes to 13. I think Mondale won his home state, and that was it. It's like you're Trump, like, we had a landslide. This was a landslide victory.
Yeah.
Every state except River Mondale. So Ronald Reagan, this huge landslide win. 11/6/84. And he says 9 months later, 8/5/85. Jake is born. Maybe a celebration that night. Maybe Chappie
was a little...
Chappie.
Pretty fired up about...
How about my mom? My mom had Reagan posters on the wall. My mom, I think, might have... I don't know if it was block walking or door knock, but my mom was part of...
She's like, Greg?
The chief criminals campaign.
Did she call him Greg or Chappie?
Nobody called... No, work was Chappie.
Okay, yeah. Greg?
Yeah.
I know it's weird, but would you wear this mask?
Yeah, that is weird. But no, I mean, I've never thought of that, but the truth is my mom was extremely stoked on Reagan. Extremely stoked. And that
She's not the only one. He won by...
I just want to also shout out, this one comes to us from Lance. Remember we had a sit-in last week who was a really chill guy who worked with, I think, Qualis, and his name was Esteban, and he told us he was a D3 soccer coach.
Mm-hmm.
A guy who played for him was listening. Like, imagine how small world that is. Like down in, what is it, Brownsville or Brownwood?
Yeah, Brownwood.
Yeah, and this dude who, one of our cool Aggies, Lance Forehand, which is also a very cool name. But just imagine, like, you're just listening to the show and you're like, I played at this tiny
What does he do? But he's a soccer player, Lance Forehand.
It
just feels like some people have a name and then it's like, no way that's your real name, and you do that job.
I don't know. He
obviously
says
should have been
here
a tennis
player. Hits women.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Here's one regarding Shoddy from Jordan. Dear FBI Director Gash Patel, my daughter is currently obsessed with the movie Zootopia. After firing it up for probably the 20th time on Disney Plus, I might have found the reason why Shoddy asks himself questions at press conferences. If you're not familiar with Disney Plus, it's commonly considered the Hotmail of streaming services due to its cutting-edge features such as pause, play, fast forward, and rewind. So this is a scene where Officer Judy Hopps, a rookie bunny cop, is nervous about giving a press conference and gets some advice from her Fox friend. I'll give that to you now.
Okay, press conference 101. You want to look smart, answer their question with your own question, and then answer that question. Like this. Excuse me, Officer Hopps, what can you tell us about the case? Well, was this a tough case? Yes. Yes, it was. DC?
You should be up there with me. We did this together.
Well, am I a cop? No. No, I am not.
What can you tell us about the animals that went savage?
Well, the animals in question, are they all different species? Yes. Yes, they are.
Can Brandon make that kick? Of course he can. Did we talk about it? We did.
Good bit.
Yeah, and I've tried to look that up before, and that is sort of what your high-minded people who write about like linguistics, that's what they'll say. It's an attempt to try to sound more intelligent than you are. And more in control than you are.
I'm not even smart enough to attempt to sound smarter. Real quick hit, let's plug Lone Star Beer and Lone Star Light, just because they're a big sponsor and a big friend of the game streams. LoneStarBeer.com is where you can go. Type in DumbZone21, you get 21% off your merch. So Lone Star. Oh,
I was just gonna say, load up your people with Lone Star merch for the holidays. I don't know if maybe your friends don't know, they have
The
holidays are approaching. Phenomenal apparel options there.
Yeah,
here's some gifts.
Give the gift of Lone Star Beer apparel, and have yourself a nice Lone Star beer.
We have a Roseanne nomination. This was sent to me by a couple of different people over time. This one is the Maradona one here, Clayton. Do you guys know Diego Maradona? He's the coked out soccer guy.
Oh my!
This is him now.
Okay, he played years ago.
Yeah.
I thought he was a current player.
No, he was a big deal in the 80s. And I think I mistakenly the other day attributed him having a brother who was killed by the
own goal?
Yeah, but you know who that actually was?
No.
That was
Pele.
Pablo Escobar's brother.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Pablo Escobar would have been doing the killing.
Well, I think he might have been.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's Maradona, and he is an elite level Roseanne for sure.
Yeah, a foreign Roseanne.
Yeah.
How big? That category isn't too big for us.
No, I mean, people were trying to put Otani in there the other day.
We're on Roseanne Watch. I have one entitled DeeZ Glow Up. I have a picture in there for this, too. Dear Mr. Flirter of the Squirter, my leaders are Dan's parking space cone and Blake's video game skills. No one is talking about the Dumb Zone Glow Up. I've attached a picture that is from January 2024. All three of y'all look better, so we can look at the picture there.
Oh, yeah.
And decide.
Oh, man.
I look like Diego Maradona. Okay, I'm seeing here, by the way, that Pablo, unrelated to Andres. So he probably did kill him. But yeah, you look about the same.
Blake looks way bigger, though.
Yeah.
You lost a bunch of weight, bro.
That's rough, man.
What have you been doing?
Slaying.
Yeah?
Crushing it. Yeah, no, I look like I ate meat.
If you're gonna hang out with Steve Berline, you got to keep in shape.
Yeah.
Berline, banger.
P.S. here from Justin. Are there any updates on Blake's dumb brother-in-laws?
Yeah, one of them thinks Charlie Kirk is still alive.
Yeah. That's really good.
Why? What's the bit?
That's a thing, for sure.
To prop up his wife for her future presidential campaign, I guess.
Like that he couldn't have done it? Something about him too abrasive? But
I don't know. He also Keeps her on a pretty strict allowance. I heard she got in trouble for going to Starbucks the other day. The other one gets mad if his clothes aren't laid out.
Wait, your wife's sister got in trouble for going to Starbucks.
Yeah, she doesn't make the money in the household.
It's not her money, dude.
And so Starbucks is a little expensive for a coffee.
I would agree.
Damn.
Yeah,
he does have a little point.
They stay busy.
No, it's weird when you run into people like Matt and Shane, the Matt McCusker who does the podcast with Shane. He has brothers that are like full on crazy, and he'll talk to him about, like, he had him on after the Charlie Kirk thing. For them, it's not like this is a conspiracy. They'll just be like, well, yeah, I mean, obviously, he's still alive. Like, that had to happen. This is you. It's not even like, have you seen that he may be? It's like, well, obviously, this is what they had to put the body here. Like, they needed it so that they could do this. Like, there's another reality out there, and a lot of people's brother-in-laws listen.
So is this what happens when all the conspiracy stuff gets brought into mainstream, and then you got this other stuff now that's thought of as just?
There's some of that going on, right? Like with QAnon and stuff.
That's what I mean.
Was a little bit of that, yeah.
Normalized.
Yeah.
What used to seem crazy, now that what's definitely crazy is kind of like, no, that's kind of like a borderline, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Agreed.
Thought of another one. Not the Kirk one, but the other one. He went to a Turnstile-like concert where there's a pit, and I think this one actually is pretty aggressive. And took his wife.
Okay.
And the wife is just so desperate just to hang out, she went. And she got, like, actually hurt at the place. Like, concussion-level symptoms.
It'll happen, man.
But you love these brother-in-laws.
Bar setters.
I eat it up. I can't wait to hear about it.
Because it makes... You're right. She just thinks, gosh.
I'm gone a lot.
But compared to these guys,
yes,
Blake is the perfect husband.
Yes. I love him.
Couple quickies here. Sam Beeman, husband of much more famous Betsy Beeman.
Good dude.
He was telling me, my power went out because of squirrels. We assume it was squirrels because of wildlife attacked the box. You can get traps. And he said now that his father-in-law or his dad does it. And you might ask, like, well, why? What are you going to do with it? There's a billion squirrels. If there's rats in your house, like, you set a trap to get them out of your house.
Yeah, so you set an outdoor trap for a squirrel?
Yeah.
Okay, that seems, yeah.
It's just trying to get your pound of flesh for all the damage that they're doing, but
and then you kind of
like an old man move.
Keep them there so that the other squirrels will see.
Yeah, head on
from
a
your
pike.
fence.
And then this one here, I should have played this while we were doing Shoddy. This is from again Tom Emmerich in Coppell. And he tipped me off to a little something that he did during the Memphis Rice game on Friday night. Memphis blowing out Rice. This is late in the third quarter.
You can catch Peyton and Eli on ESPN2. You got NFL Live at 3. Scott Van Pelt and the Monday Night Countdown crew at 6. Speaking of Halloween and speaking of the Owls, did you hear what happened to Brian Schottenheimer, the Cowboys coach, last night? Jenkins carries it for a couple here. Brian Schottenheimer said today at his press conference, an owl got into his house last night. Did Shotty remove the owl himself? No, he did not. Called animal control. He said he was ready to stay at the condo and leave his wife there, niece, nephew, other family members are trying to get it out. They had to call animal control.
Phenomenal. Just a masterful work. I'm going to let his color guy play a little bit here.
Owls are scary. Yeah.
Now, by the way, they're playing Rice too, right? Rice is on the field.
That's why.
Owls are scary. Yeah. Don't mess with owls. Yeah. I mean, Memphis is tonight. It's all good, but
they're tigers.
Yeah, that's right.
If I was a tiger, I wouldn't be that scared of an owl. But I'm a human.
Yep. 3rd and 2.
I laughed so hard the first time I heard the guy. In my head, I wanted to put like a long silence in there, but I'm a human.
Yeah, that's right. If I was a tiger, I wouldn't be that scared of an owl. But I'm a human.
Yep.
I got a couple here. This is from Bailey, who...
Hot name.
Oh, yeah.
Bayley. I don't know. For some reason, that feels like a dude.
It
Even
probably
hotter.
is, but
hotter.
Yeah, Looks good in Wranglers, I bet you.
I can't share this link, but I'll put it in the show notes. Basically, he has created a website that accompanies the MBR where certain things in my notes, like the why Hillary lost, are all available to click and play. So if you'd like to hear where the context, where some of this comes from, he's made a website, and I'll put it in the show notes. But all the Roseannes, all the Dan fights with his wife, things that are bad.
Oh, he made
the website
of stuff from our show.
Yes. And so if you're interested in
let's sue him for using our audio.
Make a few bucks.
IP, bro. Why do we own the IP if we can't sue people for it?
And then from Carter said, y'all were talking about corruption in horse racing. Check out Cowboy Cartel on Apple Plus. My brother lives there, is in special operations, and says this is a very real thing.
What's it called?
Cowboy Cartel on Apple Plus.
It's a drama, though? Yeah, it's a drama, but it looks like it is. Yeah, okay, it's based on a true story. Oh, no, it's a documentary here. I don't know. These are confusing, but it does look cool, though.
It's confusing when I'm watching the morning show whether that's a drama or a documentary. It's so realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Just hits all the beats.
Yeah.
Garrett emailed and just said, hey, listening to the Logan Wilson thing, could you imagine a world where you sit down with your wife at night and she just tells you, you're still one hell of a podcaster?
All Kristen's embraces.
Yeah. So I took a crack at it.
Dan, I just want to say, I know that you are still one hell of a podcaster.
How can you make her sound so cryy? It's amazing. I love my AI.
You're pouring your heart out, leaving the ticket, going to do your own thing. You're going to be a hell of a podcaster.
One hell of a podcaster.
That's it for me.
Oh, I thought Blake said he had a couple. Am I high?
He did too.
Oh, he did too? How many is a couple?
2.
All right.
I did the NBR and then Cowboy Cartel.
All right, well, let's do this.
I'm bananas about our 5-star installation package with a lifetime installation warranty. Rick Renner for Flooring Direct, slowing down traffic in a yellow jacket. Hey, no Chuck in the truck with his tailgate warranty. You know when he drives away? There goes your warranty. We don't do that at Flooring Direct. We give you a lifetime installation warranty. It's transferable. Call now. We bring the store to you.
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct. Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Boy, they do. And they're going to take those drones, fly them up top, and get a good look at that roof and inspect it.
They will. I never knew that until you told me last week.
The whole lead up.
I was last week years old when you told me that Quality Roofing has drones. But yes, apparently the insurance companies recommend you get your roof inspected twice a year. I think that's a little ridiculous. Let's at least make it once, though.
But the drone makes sense now, though. Because you don't, I mean, if you're going to be going up there, once, twice a year?
Yeah.
You're going to need a drone for that.
QualisGC.com. They're great. They're great with listeners of our show. We've had, tons of people just come up to us and tell us how awesome the experience was with Qualis. I don't have to have anybody to tell me how awesome my experience was. They put a new roof on my house. I wasn't sure if I needed one. I knew that we haven't had a new roof in over a decade. And they went up there, inspected it, and they're like, yeah, you got a lot of hail damage here, man. So we'll take care of it. They took care of everything. They dealt with the insurance company for us. I didn't have to do all the calls on that end, and all we paid is the deductible. So Qualis Roofing, go to QualisGC.com. Do they have a number?
They do. The phone number is 817-500-9008. And all of those are interesting copy points. But there's one final one.
That's where he was leading you guys in it.
It doesn't matter.
Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Magnificent. Okay, hear me out. AT&T Stadium, halftime. Cowboys fans going wild. Music hits, boom. 200 robot unicorns take the field to sort nacho cheese packets by expiration date.
You spend money on this?
I just spend money on this. I cashed out $400K in equity so that I could build them all personally, outfit them with animatronics, LED lights, and I got them fluent in Spanish.
Why do they speak Spanish?
Why would they not speak Spanish? It's a cultural thing. It's reach. It's just makes sense.
So let me get this straight. You refinanced your home to take cash out to build a herd of bilingual robot unicorns to inspect cheese.
Yeah, they don't inspect cheese. They celebrate expiration awareness, and I needed all of that money because I was gonna hire Bad Bunny to do the voiceover. I'm hoping this makes sense now.
Jake, your insurance policy is for single family residents, right? Not for mythical livestock that also have pyrotechnics.
I did mean to update it, but I got sidetracked teaching the robot unicorns choreography.
Please.
Bye. Type.
Please tell me to shut this down. I tried to. I sent the quote. He gave me a thumbs up emoji, and then sent a gif of a mythical creature, unicorns.
I understood that to be legal acknowledgement.
No. Not in my world.
Was it blue ink?
We'll fund it. We'll cover it. And if you dumb it up, well, we'll be here to fix it again.
Trident Access Services, I had garage door bad, but after just one email wrote, could I call you dad? Had a brand new door put in just a single day. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Give up.
Door was sad and sucky, flaccid at its best. But Jeremy and the fellas said, just put your fear to rest. If you need some help like me, just call the boys today. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Yeah, the website is txtrident.com. Hit up Jeremy at 817-512-1212. And we learned through Grady that if you're a listener, you get 10% off.
Our main goal at Game Day Men's Health is to have each man feel his absolute best. You're not just a number. We care about each person. We want you to come in. We want you to optimize your testosterone. We want you to live your dream.
Anything?
See, the rings are a lot harder than people think. He's gonna be ripped and he doesn't have to go through the contact of football.
Yeah, it totally makes sense, man. It's so great that you're showing me pictures of your family. This is all I ever wanted, over the years we've worked together. Sometimes the work gets in the way, there's a little distance or a lot of distance, and now we're just here having chips, being friends, and enjoying each other's company, man.
Or brothers. It feels like we're brothers, or you're even a father figure I never had. And actually, if you're cool with it, I'd love for you to be my grandpa.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I love that, man. Okay. Blake's grandpa, man. This is great. Everything's perfect
Feels
now.
right. Feels right.
Anything? What is this? The opening ceremony of the Butt Buddy Olympics or something?
Wait, what's he doing here?
Well, my dream is to make fun of your dream. And I couldn't have imagined to be this good.
Yeah, he's got a point.
What? He's got a point? Whose side are you on? Grandpa Jake. Blake's grandpa.
That was your dream. Now we're in his dream.
No! Game Day Men's Health. Live your dreams. Most of them.
You're familiar with Community Mechanical? That's my HVAC company. Travis was just over my house installing something. I just let him in because, he's a great dude.
Yeah.
You've met him?
Yes.
Travis Gafford?
Awesome guy. Came up and fixed our AC unit, which we were told was completely totaled and needed to be replaced, and did it real quick and real cheap, and got in and out, took care of us, and got signed up for the monthly or the
preventative maintenance.
Preventative maintenance, yeah.
So the other company said it's going to be like 5 figures to replace this.
Yeah, we need a completely new unit, but there was something with the compressor that was like a $1,000 part, or maybe I'm getting it mixed up. But the expensive part they said was broken, completely totaled, and you might as well do a whole new system. They came over, Community Mechanical came over and said, no, that's not the case. It's the cheap part that's just barely broken, and they came and replaced it real quick. They both start with a C. I'm not very handy.
He's so good at this.
Yeah.
Capacitor and condenser.
What else do you need to hear?
I'm good on AC. I live in Florida and have gone through like probably 4 new units throughout my time there. Yeah.
What's their phone number? Oh, 469-667-7290. You can even text them, and they'll get right back to you. Like they got back to Brandon Aubrey, who is a proud whatever of Community Mechanical.
Probably customer is a
customer,
good,
user, I couldn't get that word.
Subscriber.
The word customer begins with a C. All these other, I can't.
Capacitor, condenser.
There you go.
There. Condensate.
In the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone. No pumping, 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 no puppet. No puppet. The puppet. You're the puppet. No puppet. No puppet. The puppet. You're the puppet. No puppet. A puppet. No puppet. A puppet. You're the puppet. The puppet. The puppet. No puppet. No puppet. The puppet.
The dumb zone. J.K. Dobbins' mom, Maya, became pregnant when she was 18 years old. She went to the doctor because she was thinking about aborting the baby, but changed her mind. That baby turned out to be that young man, J.K. Dobbins, who she calls her miracle baby.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
It's been in my head, as you know.
I know. We all know.
Are you
we all
upset?
know. No, I'm not upset. I just know what you're going to do all night tonight and tomorrow night with your wife gone.
Listen to that cut over and over.
J.K. Dobbins.
Look at him evade the tacklers. You know where you learn to evade things.
Speaking of evading, I know you'd like to avoid going to the grocery store and evade having to cook dinner on your own.
Nice job.
Factor
Good
Meals
transition.
is a big part of football season in the Kemp household. Factormeals.com/dumbzone 50 off. Use promo code dumbzone50 off. You'll get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for a year.
You use homo.
Yeah, use homo.
You do.
No, you
Everyone
do.
else goes promo code.
Yeah. Well,
Jake
for me,
uses
they
homo
let me
code.
use that, and I'm a big fan and would like to continue working with Factor.
I love them too. You're a homo sapien.
Lifesaver. It's in the microwave in just a couple of minutes, and you've got fresh, nice variety of meals. You guys know I'm not a big veggie guy. Factor veggie.
I know you for 5 minutes. You say
with
that.
every meal, and they're all great. Factor got me eating vegetables. That's why people lose weight. They get healthier.
I think Drop Beth said she lost some weight just using Factor meals. Yeah.
Yes. It is just the simplest way to do this. So Dumbzone 50 off at factormeals.com. Get you 50% off your first box. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid with new Factor customers with promo code, and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Can I give you a real quick follow-up for somebody sent me in the break about the names of kids and races and stuff?
Mark that.
You know, this guy pointed out to me, like, he lives in a part of the Metroplex where there are like a lot of Indian people now. And he said that the funny thing to him is, these are kids who were like they were born here. And while when I was in high school, or you're on a customer service line, you might have like an Indian friend or an Arab friend or a Persian friend, and they would just be like, "My name is James." And you call the phone, and the guy's like, "Hello, this is Bob."
Sure.
And we accept that, right? But to his point, it's way funnier when it's names like Caden and Knox and Wyatt.
Oh, they're doing that now?
Yes. So he's like, the soccer teams are just full of kids named like, Braden, Patel or something. And that is infinitely funnier than a normal old New Testament white name being applied to another race. Like it is funny.
If you got a job over there doing the same thing, would you be like Anish? Would you say it?
Probably. No, I think you probably would. Unless there's cachet in your situation to being white or being Western or being American, in which case maybe you wouldn't. But in this world, this melting pot we have, we're getting some funny outcomes.
Now we're going
here.
Aiden. Let's do this. There are a couple other things to note before we go to news and everything.
Many things.
35 points, 9 rebounds, 13 assists.
We haven't even talked about the Cowboys trade, and he's off about this.
This is a sesh.
I know. Sesh it up.
That's Luka Doncic, almost his second straight triple-double. The Lakers beat the Spurs 118-116.
And here comes the king.
Elsewhere.
Cleared to play, bro.
Looking good. Elsewhere, the Pelicans beat the Mavs 101-99. Pelicans were on the road. Were at the time the worst record in the West. And they were on night 2 of a back-to-back. And if you look at the standings right now, there are 15 teams in the West. Number 15, the Dallas Mavericks.
Division.
The Dallas Mavericks.
Well, this was always a long-term plan.
This was from before the game, but the numbers are since the trade. The Mavs have missed the playoffs. They're 15-25 overall, second and last in the West. Now they're last with the worst offensive rating of all 30 teams. Luka is averaging 41.5 points, 11.5 rebounds, 8.5 assists. He has played more games than AD, Kyrie, and Lively combined since the trade in February 2025. And remember, he was traded because of questions over availability and possibly cultural fit, whatever that means.
Yeah, it's insane. And I'm getting to a point now where I'm ramping up my Mavs consumption. Like I'm literally going back to the start of the year and trying to watch their games. Just a dog shit basketball team.
Yeah,
just an absolute. And let me just tell you this, because this is still interesting to me, even though it hurts me. I'll say it a million times. The NBA has statistics that can measure things beyond the box score, which is insane to say that you needed for Luka Doncic, the most prolific box score filler of all time. But there were other stats, like the shot quality one that I reference all the time. And I would just do it like porno. I would go refresh the leaderboard and stare at it every couple days because you sort it for passes from Luka Doncic, always, every year he was in the league, ranked as the top quality of looks, whether they're dunks or threes, right? This is why Dwight Powell was able to stay in the league. This is why you can go get guys. And, hell, this is how they made
Didn't
the finals.
Didn't he get to the Western Conference Finals with Dwight Powell around in the starting lineup?
And Reggie Bullock and Dorian Finney-Smith were his wingmen who careered because they were getting looks from Luka. So
Bullock's out of the league.
They go acquire P.J. Washington, who I don't know if I trust that shooting, but he's able to put together a few really solid years in Dallas. He's now shooting 29% from three. Klay Thompson was clearly headed towards the downside of his career, but you thought if you can go get Luka, you can give him only the best looks, and he can save what little bit he has left. Klay Thompson is shooting 29% from three. Najee Marshall, who was never a three-point shooter, is shooting 15% from three. I've heard that they didn't really account for this, that the people involved in making the trade are not thinking in terms of, well, PJ Washington is only making threes because Luka is here.
Well, clearly, like, I even saw a thing, maybe the reason I'm bringing this up is, like, I saw a clip of Dumont, remember, at the luncheon the next week, explaining himself, and it was like, clearly they didn't think about those things, because one of his big things was, after last year, I mean, before the trade deadline, we weren't a playoff team. Then we traded for these guys, and we became a playoff team. Like, he's thinking Nico is this brilliant guy. He made these trades. He's the one that made us a playoff team, because they weren't a playoff team before the trades. Also, Luka happened to be, injured throughout the first part of the season, if you recall, which seems like an effing million years ago.
It really
was just
does.
like very, very recently.
Imagine if they didn't have Cooper Flagg to just buy vibes back, and because they'd still be this bad, if not worse.
Yeah.
And
no, I mean,
when
it's
they
not
talk
working
about
on
Kyrie,
me. I think you should boycott the Mavs and not spend $1 and never watch their games and don't go to their games. That's my position.
When you I completely forgot what I was about to say after you started talking. I'm sorry. No, you're good. I just think about how much worse it could be.
You said imagine you can't buy it, if you didn't have Cooper Flagg for the vibes.
It's whatever.
It's lost.
Yeah.
Well, the Cooper Flagg vibes, and you see our vision now, because that would get some people. I will transfer this into Cowboy talk. Transition, I should say. I know you don't like saying.
No, I cut all that.
People that transition.
Yeah, but Doged it.
If you try to say, okay, would you make this trade, Luka for Cooper Flagg and AD? The answer, no. Do you understand what Luka was?
Can I just do a late first?
Can I tell you about when you keep mentioning all these things, that this one player, he's doing things not done since Oscar Robertson or LeBron or Wilt Chamberlain, like that. You had one. You had a Jordan, and everybody knew it was a Jordan. Everybody's like, wow, you got a Jordan. So lucky to get one of these. Anyway. You also can't do the same thing, I think, because I've been seeing this a lot. Hey, you traded Micah and Mozzie for Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, and a first. But that, just like the Mavs thing, was not orchestrated to be that.
No.
You're chasing now. And as far as the Cowboys trades that they've recently made, the national reaction is not good. I don't know what your reaction is. I guess we talked about it a little bit on Tuesday.
Well, I guess I would say it's a complicated reaction, because I think they're going to be better next year than I would have thought they would have been. I mean, by far, the safest route to immediately upgrading your team is trading for in its prime quality talent, right? As opposed to free agents, because free agents, you don't know what's going on there. You're deciding what to pay them. It's a new deal, so it's going to be at the top of the market. Trading for somebody that somebody else signed is almost always the way to go. But it makes me feel like it's less likely Pickens is here next year. And if you had told me after the offseason, we can do one of two things. We could keep George Pickens, or we could go sign Quinnen Williams for 2 years at this number, like as if he were free, I would have taken Pickens.
Oh, yeah.
Even knowing how bad the defense is, because that's just the way this thing is built. Now, if you're telling me that next year there's a world where Dak, CD, Pickens, and Quinnen Williams are on this roster together, that's pretty gnarly, dude. It just doesn't do a whole lot for this year when Pickens is here, which highlights how dumb all this shit is from the start, because you don't go acquire George Pickens unless you think that you're close. And if you think that you're close, you don't let Micah walk right before the season for things that don't really help you right now. Kenny Clark, nice player. But if this had been Micah for Quinnen Williams at that time, which apparently was something they were trying to do, which makes this even dumber because then they got a defensive tackle with that asset in Micah and still went and got another one with their other assets. Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams cannot both be here long term. With Osa? What are we talking about?
$20 million.
Nobody ever intended for that to be the case.
And they've never put any money towards tackle.
It's the TC said it last night, but when I was talking to him, but it's the same thing. It's whatever the last thing was. If they were getting their shit lit on fire by the
How
NFC
long have we been saying that?
But I mean, like that's when they traded up for Mo Claiborne, right? Or that's when they're going to draft this.
But the reason they haven't made a trade up in years is because of Mo Claiborne.
Right. But now they're getting gashed in the run game, year after year, or 2 years in a row now, and they're like, all right, what if we put $60 million inside the tackles?
I wonder if they would have made that trade if they would have destroyed Arizona.
I think, yeah, dude. I think yes. I know what you're saying, but I think he was thinking.
Like if the defense had a real good game, they beat Arizona.
Yes.
I don't know if they pull the trigger on that trade.
I honestly think that they do because he just wants people to talk about them like a contender. And he was going to do this because this is going to possibly give them some outside shot of people doing that if they win like 5 of the next games. Had they just beat the brakes off Arizona and been 4-4-1 heading into the break, adding Quinnen Williams, the tone would have been different. And that's all he wants. He wants the tone.
Let me read you a couple of national NFL people, what they've said about this. This is the horrific trade for the Cowboys. It is unfathomable for a team like Dallas to be trading away major draft resources for a soon-to-be 28-year-old defensive tackle on a salary-heavy contract in a season when it has a 7% chance to make the playoffs. I've seen that mentioned quite a few times, the fact that he's a 28-year-old defensive tackle. Is that old for a tackle?
I've never thought that was old for a defensive tackle.
I haven't either. And
like if you said running back,
I think you still take the guy's just skills. You put him with the defensive line coach he was with before, and I don't know. I think you can evaluate this deal and say I don't know about it for the Cowboys without taking a knock at Quinnen Williams where he is right now. That guy's still an effing monster. The numbers show it.
Here's another one. This is not a good trade in a vacuum, and it looks even worse when you remember the Cowboys traded Parsons away for 2 first-rounders. The only difference in trade return between the Parsons deal and the Williams deal was swapping a first for a second. And now the Cowboys are paying Williams with the money they would have used in part to pay Parsons. Here's a hypothetical. The Packers' 2 first-round picks both end up at number 29, 2 losses in the NFC Championship game. The Cowboys' second-rounder next year ends up as the 42nd pick. And their first-rounder in 2027 ends up number 16, average. The different trade value charts will give you different sums, but those 2 packages are roughly equal.
Yeah, I've seen that too, and obviously the Cowboys are making a bet.
So a real high second and a low first is equal to what might be the Cowboy, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the Cowboys are obviously thinking that they're not going to be picking at 42.
So it says the Cowboys might have traded as much draft capital for Williams as they got for Parsons.
Correct.
And they say that's bad business.
It might be, but they also freed up a lot of money. Listen, dude, I'm telling you, if this thing goes into next year and they've got all the guys I just named, I would rather have that than Micah. Because next year, Pickens and Quinnen Williams will be making combined about what Micah is making. And I know that there's a lot going on there, ins and outs and culture, whatever, but...
Well, you're counting on them to sign Pickens then.
Yeah, I think I worry that this makes it less likely and Jerry's going to be able to sell it as, well, look, we got the pie. We got to move some over to the defense, and that's what we did here.
One more thing, just a quickie. This guy said, a bad trade compounded by a desperate attempt to make up for that bad trade, and I like Quinnen Williams.
Well, I mean, it's also very chic to shit on the Cowboys and Jerry. It just
You're
is.
going to – all of these – so there was a ton of trades. Like the Colts trade is not arguably, it's bigger, right?
I would say it's bigger and while it's exciting, a lot less defensible.
And maybe more controversial, yet all of the articles are Cowboys terrible trade. And then they list, here's the 12 trades there were. And the Cowboys are like 8th in there. But yes, it is a clickbait thing. I got one more question before you move on to the Colts. It sounds like you want to.
No, I got another Cowboy thing too, so let's just keep going.
Well, it's the Jets have worked it out so they get the 2027 first of their choice. It is the better of the two, whichever pick they deem better, obviously it'll be the higher pick. What if the Cowboys trade one of those picks right now?
Honestly, no idea, because this is something that I've followed for years with the NBA, with protections, and there's like websites that'll give you like the life of a pick as it's traveled. Like
the NBA picks are insane.
The bill on School of Rock, you know, it goes. But I honestly, I don't know. I haven't really heard of a preferable pick situation.
I've never heard of that in the NFL. Yeah.
So maybe there are stipulations on it. I'm not sure.
They get to choose the Cowboys first rounder, I suppose. Yeah, there must be language like that. So, like, if they only have one first rounder, they choose that one.
Yeah, but I'm not exactly sure how it would shake out.
But it seems like a way that they could get around this, the pain of having to watch their pick when they're a bad team go to the Jets.
Yeah,
which is very, very possible.
Well, I was just going to add. This is, you know, it's part of the story, but we've seen the Cowboys take some pretty cavalier chances with second-round picks. And so maybe they're moving off that and just saying we're going to get a player. There's part of the reason Marshawn Kneeland was available when they drafted him was, I mean, it was at least a DUI and who knows what else. But Marshawn Kneeland, unfortunately, now is in the list of Cowboys second-round picks, which actually extends beyond just guys who had character issues, considering Gavin Escobar is dead.
That's not related.
It's not related, but it is unfortunate. But, dude, the list of guys is long now. You can't deny that they're taking shots in the second round that really don't match up with the difference of second and first round value. Like, if you want to do that in the fourth round, now we're talking.
But they do consider second round to be play.
No, it doesn't really matter how high the pick was.
If it works out, you'll be he could be a first rounder. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Jalen Smith was the top of the second round. But Randy Gregory, Kelvin Joseph might have been a third, but maybe a second. Kelvin Joseph, Tristan Hill. There's a lot of them, dude. And so maybe they're just like, we'll just get rid of our seconds. We do pretty well with the firsts. But the Colts thing, yeah, the Colts are a draft and develop team. They've always been like a we don't spend team. They're thought of kind of like the Cowboys in that way. So it is pretty shocking to see them pony up 2 firsts I am always nervous about trading for a corner or paying a corner, any of it, dude. That seems like it goes
very quick.
As quick as the winter day, because Sauce Gardner is great, but that could go quicker than Quinnen Williams. If I had to bet on one of them being good in 2 years, I'd take the big guy. And the Colts are just drunk with happiness right now, and everybody's gassing them up. They got a great offense, so they're thinking, why not? But, man,
I've heard this take, too.
I almost have to win a Super Bowl.
I've heard the take that, you know, you've got the new owner, the lady. She's on the sideline listening in. She's in the meetings taking notes, all this kind of stuff. And you got a GM now, like kind of Haralabob has talked to us about this. You know, the GM that wants to make sure he saves his job with a big move.
What do you do here?
And
boy, that's
if this doesn't work out? Well, he won't be around to worry about these first round picks. That'll be the next GM's problem.
Yeah, and conversely, what I was going to say is,
if it does work out, then I've used my first round picks. Who cares? Because it got us to where, you know, I really impressed my boss and I got my new contract.
And that's the most important thing. She'll know that I was doing stuff.
Yeah, not that I just held firm.
Yeah, well, we saw how that worked out in Dallas when a guy decided he needed to prove the show was about him. Yeah. I love it, and I'm very excited for my new Colts fandom. I will be watching every Colts game for the rest of the year. Dan will be possibly going with the Bucks. It's a new world. The Cowboys trade, I'll put it to you like this. It's frustrating that all this happened in the order that it did because it's just another sign of how disorganized, and I don't want to say mismanaged, but just managed strangely their entire roster operation is. Because the things that you said about, what if they just traded this guy for that guy and this for this and this for that? Had that all done properly, I think they'd be in great shape right now. But they didn't. They paid their quarterback way more than they needed to at the time and then chased that mistake with several others. It's unfortunate, but I'm excited for next season.
Who knows? They get that bye week. Remember that year they lost or they got Amari?
It's oddly similar, but I don't want to fall for it.
And that's the game out of the bye they played poorly, right?
They lost that.
But then
I don't know if they have any more losses in them.
All right, news?
Sure.
Or were you ready to go somewhere else?
I was just going to say, speaking of losses, underdog fantasy where you can win. The holidays are approaching.
Yeah.
Underdog fantasy, I got mine fired up right here. I'm just going to continue with my my wave from picks, and I'm going to take Jahmyr Gibbs over on the rush yards and the attempts, and I'm going to take Marcus Mariota lower, okay, on the pass yards there.
Yeah. You pick higher or lower. What you do is you take a couple of different players and you match them up against each other for higher or lower on certain stats, and then you can win. You could win up to 5,000 times your cash.
Had a lot of fun with this in baseball, with just pitches thrown in innings. It's fun little games to play, and it's nice to keep up with during football as well. So just pick it players on opposing teams, who you feeling, who you're not, and it's a very easy, fun way to play along with the Underdog Fantasy app, which you should download today and use promo code DUMBZONE to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code DUMBZONE. Underdog, make picks, win money. Now, Dan, you must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 and over in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, Blake, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. It's pretty good, huh?
Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
Hell yeah. All right, let's get back over to our news page here. This is a great one, man. This was sent to us by, you probably don't mind, our buddy Emu Tom, who has a son who plays youth sports out in one of the western burbs. It never really occurred to me until I was looking a map of where Burleson is, because I had a grandparent that lived out in Burleson, family that lived out there. But when you're a kid, I never knew where we were going. I didn't know that it was like south of Fort Worth. Legitimately, just knew it was out west. But it's like parallel with, like DeSoto. It's basically just the west south. And I never thought of all that, like Benbrook, Alvarado. But out there, it's a bit of a wilderness, and that's why. You will now see at Burleson's Chisenhall Field Sports Complex, where youth sports aplenty are played, alcohol sales.
Really?
Wow.
Which, again, I'm just trying to highlight the wheels-off nature of
West
and
that's zigging
South.
when you think they'd sat. Some of those are like, is that a dry county or something? Is that a dry?
Oh, yeah, dude. And there's places out there where you can't buy liquor.
This is the opposite.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
They had a 5-2 vote, and the council put a bunch of stipulations in, like we can amend the sales policy. We have a right to choose it on an event-by-event basis, but it's a venue. I've driven by this a million times on the way out.
They got to make
lake.
money, man.
It is a huge-ass complex for youth baseball and softball. And, yeah. Tom, whose kid is involved
How'd they get a liquor license?
I don't know. But Tom just very lightly weighted in with, based on my recent experience with youth football, not sure about this.
No, this is not a good idea.
Based on my entire life
of
experience with youth sports.
Yeah, we'll get some updates from Tom.
They talked to a parent, Katie Johnson, who spoke against it, said, is alcohol to make money or is it kids? That feels like maybe a misquote. But what I really wanted to get to is that her 8-year-old daughter, Kennedy, said she'd witnessed poor behavior from adults who'd been drinking at her softball games.
Yeah. Yeah, when does this take effect?
You know what it does it say?
Because within a month, are you going to be doing a story about...
That was where I wanted to get to today, is if we, put an over-under on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Council members said things like that, it's okay if we have them at 4th of July celebrations at this park, but we don't want it for ball games. But so far, this is the plan. Like, all I can think about.
I like it, man. That's full freedom. Let's just do all, libertarian, right?
I always love this bit, too. A council member said that he added that alcohol sales could be another great selling point as they seek to bring more events to Burleson.
Move to Burleson.
Which could benefit local hotels and businesses, which you always must think of.
We should call the city of Burleson to see if they want to advertise.
Hell yeah.
Like, what was it? There was some city advertising at the state fair, right? One city.
Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, I wasn't even here.
We have to do a Lone Star remote at the sports complex.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm in.
All I can think about is the Bat Dad episode of South Park, which might be my favorite. When Randy's going to all the kids' baseball games, getting hammered so that he can fight opposing parents that talk trash.
Was that This Is America?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he finally fights Bat Dad, who's like his final nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bat Dad, I ain't hear no bell. This story out of Wichita Falls, and I think I put the photo in there, Clayton.
We probably don't need it.
Okay, maybe I didn't.
What is it?
You're right. Out of Wichita Falls, you probably don't. A woman was arrested for biting off another woman's thumb in a fight.
Yeah.
The arrest took place.
We have a mental image.
The arrest took place yesterday. The incident actually took place a couple of weeks ago. The woman who was arrested, it sounds like was probably homeless. Okay, this took place at an apartment complex, so I don't think she lived there. Because the police spoke with her, the woman who did the biting, and she said that she was, quote, carving sticks near the staircase of the victim's apartment when the victim came out of her apartment and mentioned the mess.
Whittler.
Like, who's just sitting around? Like, it feels very homeless, right? I don't know. It just I'm just sitting here just shaving on wood outside your door. Like, move, dude. Clean that shit up. And she didn't want to do it. She got into an argument. Lady's daughter comes outside.
That'll help.
And they each have two people trying to separate them. And they're doing the hold me back deal. And the lady they arrested said that while the other woman was trying to hold her back and she kept trying to punch at her, she punched towards her face, her thumb slipped in her mouth, and she bit it off.
Ah, okay.
That is impressive jaw strength.
She pointed to told the police report says she pointed to blood on the ground and was like, yeah, I bit her thumb off. She was trying to hit me. They went to the hospital in Wichita Falls where they found the woman, and she told a bit of a different story, that the lady had grabbed her hand in the altercation and had grabbed her hand and bit her thumb off just before the first knuckle. And at that hospital, they told her we're not going to be able to put the thumb back on. They transported her to JPS. You know what that is, Dan? That's like the Fort Worth, I guess, like public hospital. It's where I was led to believe nightmares happen. Like if you ended up at JPS, it was bad news. Like if some homeless people ended up there too, people who had mental health breakdowns, it was a bad spot. So they get her there, and those doctors also tell her this thumb ain't going back on. So this lady's thumb is gone. And the affidavit said the victim told police that after the accused bit down on her thumb, she spat out the portion of her thumb and began laughing about biting her thumb off.
Yeah. That sounds a little evil.
There's your photo. It's actually not as bad as you would think.
That's who bit the thumb?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Feisty. What's that caller?
No doubt. No doubt about it. The victim told the officer
mugshotty
she'd had previous issues with the woman leaving a mess. And on the day of the incident, she simply asked the woman to clean. And how much whittling could it have been to be that? It's definitely not worth half your thumb. No way.
It depends. How much do you use? Which hand? Do you hitchhike a lot?
There's just a mound of shavings outside your door. That's annoying.
I know, but it's like usually it's way worse than annoying. It's like they were beating on my window or they were outside, just hitting on my car screaming. Like this lady was basically just doing what Clayton does on the weekend. And it annoyed these people, to the degree where they got into a fisticuffs over it.
Very Wichita Falls.
The hits keep coming. Blake, where is Lovejoy ISD?
That's very close to me. It's up kind of in Parker.
You heard any stories?
Little south of Allen. I don't know. Argyle plays Lovejoy in the playoffs in 2 weeks.
Boy,
that's where Todd Dodge
How haughty is that right there?
What?
In 2 weeks?
Well, yeah, we know our round one playoff matchup.
Already?
Yeah. They were fourth in their district. Argyle was first in theirs.
We have a couple of different stories out of Lovejoy. We'll just this one was sent to us by one of our listeners who has, I believe, a family member that works out there. But 2 Lovejoy high school teachers are on leave. These are separate allegations of misconduct involving students.
Everybody's coming forward.
I know. And they've had a handful of them out there. 2023, they had a special education teacher who had an improper relationship with a student. I'm not going to say if it's worse if it was one of her students, but I also am going to say it's worse if it was one of her students.
Yeah, should that be a different, like, what do you label that? You got hate crime.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know that we have like you shouldn't be considered the same if you're like a 60-year-old hooking up with a 3-year-old as a 22-year-old hooking up with a 16-year-old. So we've acknowledged that there are levels to this.
But they also want to, we want to treat you like you're the same. And so, look, I would have sexually assaulted a...
But you said she?
That was a she.
It was a lady teacher?
Yeah. This one involves 2 males. As parents were emailed that...
Wait, a male teacher hooking up with a male?
Doesn't say. But one of the males was the head volleyball coach.
Ouch.
That checks out for sure.
Yeah. Man, I got an email
wearing them
from
tiny
a guy.
shorts and everything. Why do they have to do that? Shouldn't they be able to just be a little more comfortable?
I would think so.
Like, it's so sexualized.
I could tell you we never missed when the schedules lined up where we could be there.
Oh, yeah.
Football, we were there a lot. A whole lot. And they knew.
Just big fan.
They loved it.
Big fan of supporting your school.
They loved it. As creepy as that sounds. But yeah, how about just some like Umbros? Some nice soccer shorts. That wouldn't get the job done.
Yeah, they're going to be wearing them when they're 40. Like, let's get them started early.
Like, they bring back home ec, but all the women have to change into sweatpants before they enter the class.
Yeah.
Like it's a lab uniform.
This is what it will be like.
Man, I got an email from a guy who a couple weeks ago heard me say, man, I was kind of surprised to see a band director grooming story. And he was like, no, bro. No. And sent me one of the longer emails I've ever received and had like 30 links of just local cases. Melissa's in here, Lampasas, Stratford, South Oak Cliff, San Angelo, Crum, Buda, Palestine. These are all like in the last 4 or 5 years. His point was, because I think I seized on the but these are all just like nerds. And he's like, yeah, but the band director's also a nerd. He's just now in a position of power leading other nerds that were just like them a few years prior. Band kids also hang out in band hall constantly when they have free time in school because it's a safe space to hang out with your other geeky band friends. And I do remember thinking, boy, they get to just go in there and hang out a lot. It's like a lounge for them.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, the field house for football is across the street. You can't just get over there and hang out. Anyways.
What's going on in them bands?
Maybe that's where the band camp thing came from. Let me get back to my other one here. Oh, this is not a local story, but it is a very funny one. Other than the fact there's a death. A private school instructor was killed with his 15-year-old son when they were stung more than 100 times while ziplining by Asian hornets. This is a guy who headed up a very elite private school, and so this is why it's making a story, I guess. But yeah, just zipline trip. They were in Laos.
They both died.
No, the dad died.
Oh.
The son. Oh, no, wait, they did both die. The way the story is written is a little bit confused, but they did both die. 47 and 15, both stung more than 100 times while ziplining at a resort. These things get big, too.
The hornet?
Yeah, it's like a 2 to 3 inch hornet with a half-inch stinger.
Damn. That's kind of dying doing what you love.
They say it's very painful, though, so...
But, I mean, you were ziplining.
Why would Jeremy Lin do that?
Is that an accurate joke? Did he actually play for Charlotte?
Yeah.
Okay. Took a while to craft it, but I like it.
Yeah, I think this guy had been living abroad.
Just because of the accuracy.
With his son. So, it's one of those deals where it's like, man, I have this job. It allows me to live remote. I'm making great money. We're going to go see the world together. Let's go to Laos and go ziplining like on the movie.
Yeah, and you're making fun of me for doing nothing.
I mean, look.
I'm still here, bro.
Look, there's plenty of evidence or ammo for the do nothing crowd. It's why Donovan would always say he would never go camping or just didn't like being outside.
Yeah.
And last story, a serial stalker out of Frisco has been sentenced. I mean, I don't even know if I want you guys to guess. Because he definitely was a prior stalker. He'd been arrested multiple times. He kept contacting the same woman, kept sending her social media messages, threatening, sexual, racist messages. He left something on her porch, gifts starting back in 2022. He wouldn't stop.
Yeah, that's bad.
So keep that all in mind when I tell you that he got 20 years.
Whoa!
Which is the max for stalking.
But he had been caught before and told stop, and he didn't?
Yeah. Yeah, he had first started contacting this woman back in 2016.
Yeah, man.
And I think she was 21 at the time. Well, obviously now.
What was she wearing? First, tell us that.
Yeah, man. That's the max you can get. And he looks a lot like Gardner Minshew. I should have got you a photo.
It is the weird thing. You're trying to pretty yourself up for male attention. But then maybe she's just so good at it.
God, being a woman would be a effing minefield, man.
Always touching yourself. Looking at yourself in the mirror.
Right. Getting your nipples hard. Just other cool stuff you could do if you were a lady.
Do you think they're just practicing, swinging the pillow?
For their friends? When they have pillow fights?
Yeah, at home.
Well, they do.
You know how you'll just sit around and just practice your golf swing a little bit? Are they doing that too? Just in case?
Yeah.
In case one of my friends comes over and offers me some wine, I'll be ready to have a quick pillow fight. That's what I'm imagining happens when girls get together.
Again, he had harassed 4 other women.
Okay. So it wasn't...
feel No, but this
she
one
didn't feel special.
No, well, this one he went the hardest, and he's going down for. But they needed to prove that. I mean, I don't know if they needed to, but
Do they put her name in the story or no?
Yes, I think so.
For research what's his name?
His name is Robert Bevers, Bevers. Her picture is certainly not in here, but he does look very much like Gardner Minshew.
Boy, he looks like a stalker too.
Got to be a tough draw in prison. Like, you're not convincing anybody you're tough. Or you wouldn't stop giving her love unrequited.
Where is this? Oh, okay. This
Frisco.
is a different Robert Bevers.
Mine's in Frisco.
Okay, I got a guy in Tulsa who he and his brother planned a mass shooting after murdering their family.
Damn.
And here's the full confession video from Fox 23. Fox! Woo!
There it is.
We're into Fox 4 around here. And Channel 27. DeeZ TV. Watch it tonight.
And that's going to do it for
Can I slide in here?
Yeah, what do you got, Blake? What's happening in America today?
We were sent this story a few different times from a few different people. But Taco Bell is releasing a pie. Have you seen this? You heard about this?
No, I'm suspect.
Taco Bell made a Baja Blast pie. And it was released today. And we have one in studio.
No effing way.
Foodie CK here got in line. And I believe was the first one to get a Baja Blast pie at this location.
So Baja Blast is a Mountain Dew flavor.
This isn't a meat-filled pie. This is a pie, like a dessert?
Yeah, this is...
And you know Jake is now dessert guy?
A Mountain Dew flavored pie, which I would also like to try.
Yeah, a Mountain Dew flavored pie.
Those up here, want to see? It is just
it's amazing.
Neon green there. It looks to be on a...
What's that run you?
$20.
$20 for the pie.
It does look like it is... it's on a normal, graham crackery type crust with the whipped cream around, like some sort of like French silk pie type.
Now, were you into Baja Blast?
No.
No?
No.
Boy, I loved it.
But I do like Mountain Dew. It just doesn't seem like the sort of thing I'd want to mix up. Let's give it a go here, though.
Let's see.
The holidays are approaching.
Jake just took two.
Ginormous.
Enormous. I've never seen.
Bring it with his laptop.
I didn't think he would have enough room in his mouth after that first bite.
I'm going to say that's really, really good.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I love Baja Blast.
In the terms of like lemon meringue or key lime, which if you're not into that, obviously you're not going to do it, but you know what it is. It's just going to taste like, this is great.
Wow. Remember when he never would eat any sweets?
I know. I don't eat that.
This rules here. I'll get you a different fork. There's your news.
Yeah, I want to try that.
Okay. What if you guys waited till like the show was done?
News.
No? All right.
Like and subscribe.
That was a good news.
If indeed you get in a auto accident, we just want you to remember Frankel and Frankel Personal Injury Attorneys. They are at 214, then dial all threes, or 817. They got the same phone number. So they serve DFW. They're located in Dallas. They are Texas strong. Frankel and Frankel Personal Injury Lawyers. You don't want to need them, but you want to remember that number. So, and remember, while you're struggling for breath because your windpipe is half crushed, and you're on the phone,
artery.
right? And blood is spurting everywhere, and you're on the phone with the Frankels. You have a partner, by the way. I'm not going to let some spare answer the phone. Remember, if it's your last word, say the dumb zone sent me.
Very important.
That is a big, big deal.
Let's not waste this opportunity.
Don't you want the...
You're dying already.
You're dying already. Help us out a little bit. Thank you, Frankel and Frankel.
Quick review.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good, dude. You know, again,
have you eaten any, Clayton? What's going on? I thought you're pie
I don't know
guy.
if you're Dan. How do you feel about like the lemon or lime in because I'm not huge into
love
that.
Lemon meringue, love
but I respect
key
it.
lime.
If somebody has a good slice, I'll have it.
The graham cracker crust, love it.
That's what that tastes like.
Okay.
If Mountain Dew were the fruit, it's actually extremely good.
I'm not positive I've ever drank a Mountain Dew.
Bro. Honestly.
Wow.
We were talking the other day
There's
when
never seemed anything attractive about it to me.
Denim was out at the remote, and she was saying that I blamed Texas State for becoming an alcoholic.
Oh, yeah.
In hindsight, it might have been like when me and my buddy would go on vacation to, I guess we'd go to like South Padre or Mustang, whatever people in Texas go, and we would each house like 18 Mountain Dews in a day and just crush them on our heads and shotgun them and stone cold.
Trained you to be a drinker.
I mean, at the time, it was like clearly what we were going for, and you'd get just hyped out of your mind.
Yeah, it's popular in the video game scene.
Oh, yeah. It's extreme, Dan.
Fairlease.org presents On This Day in History.
It's November 6th. This is the day
that my mom got knocked up.
Oh, that's right. In 1984, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if wearing that mask, it's all hot, sweating. 1993, on this day, the 7th round of the Riddick Bowe Evander Holyfield fight was delayed 21 minutes by a parachutist. James Miller, the fan man, crashed against the ring. And, it made us mention it every year from there on out. It's a funny video, I think, if you look at it.
Yeah, I confuse him with multiple other fans, I think. Because he's fan man, right?
Well, but like he had a giant, I don't know.
But was he John 3:16 guy, too?
No.
That's what I think I conflate the two.
No, the fan, like he had a fan type get up.
Yeah. He was attached to a fan.
Yeah. On this day in 1995, Browns owner Art Modell announced plans to move his team to Baltimore. He didn't just announce it. It's like somebody found, that was actual journalism to figure that out. It would have been done at some point, but they did not want that out at this time during the season.
Muck Fodell.
On this day in 1996, Todd Hollandsworth is a Dodgers outfielder. He won Rookie of the Year, becoming the 5th straight Dodger player to win Rookie of the Year. Can you name any of the other 4?
What year did he win his? You said 96?
96. So 5 years.
I can give you a couple.
Go ahead.
Raul Mondesi.
Yes.
Hideo Nomo.
Yes.
Wow.
Dude, I played an insane amount of video game baseball in the 90s. That might be all I can give you, but I might have got Hollandsworth. But no, let's keep going here.
How about Tommy Lasorda's nephew, was it? Or he was picked very last in the draft just because as a favor to Tommy Lasorda.
And won a Rookie of the Year.
I think, unless I'm getting this mixed up with someone else, but it's Mike Piazza.
I was going to say Mike Piazza, but I did not know that he was Tommy Lasorda. I feel like I would have known that.
Well, look it up because I might be wrong, but I probably not because I'm always right.
And then is there another pitcher?
You'll never get the other one.
Okay.
Eric Karros.
But had a effing rake in his day, though. Yeah, those teams were fun on the video game.
On this day in 2011, Drew Pearson, Charles Haley, and Larry Allen inducted into the Cowboys Ring of Honor on the same day. Which I think kind of cool when they did it, Troy Emmett and the Playmaker. But it feels like it diminishes you a little bit if you just get thrown in. Drew Pearson, Charles Haley, and Larry Allen. It's like they didn't get their day. It's a day that they shared with a couple other guys. Why wouldn't you do it 3 different games? You have all these games.
Way less of a deal, but when the Hawks starters a few years ago, all 5 got named All-Stars, it was like, well, it's just their team. It's like, okay, well, none of these guys are ever going to have another one, so this is kind of lame. By the way, I was a big Raul Mondesi guy because I was, as you might guess, forced to play right field.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that there was a guy who was actually a good athlete who was a right fielder.
Oh, yeah. When you have to play
gunned
right
down
field as a
somebody
kid.
for first.
He had a laser arm.
Oh, yeah.
No, and your dad's like, look, some of the best players in baseball are right field. You're like, really? You're crying on the way home?
Yeah.
Famous wedding on this date. Tony Curtis was an actor. He's 73.
Mm-hmm.
He married Jill Vandenberg. How old was she?
What year?
This is 1998. I'm not bringing it up because...
Yeah.
He was what?
He's 73.
I feel like I would have heard of her. I'll play an easy one and say 30.
40.
27. Is that bigger than a Belichick or same? What's he?
Dude, it's 50 plus. So
Belichick's 50 plus?
You're going to
Okay.
have a hard time finding one bigger than his.
All right, this is under 50
modern
then.
time, yeah.
It's fine. So that's the new thing is under 50 is fine.
Yeah.
Because what was the formula? Half your age plus 7?
Yes.
Okay, so people say it's either 48 or 49 years, but people don't know her exact birth date. So I've seen 49. She was 21. He was 60. Or excuse me, 70.
This is Jordan?
Yeah.
By the way, Tony Curtis, he was an actor, famous Hollywood guy, left $40 million to her and $0 to his kids in his will.
Nice.
Look her up, Jill Vandenberg. She's $40 million hot. Would you wish that on your daughter? Like, you know what? If she marries a dude 50 years older than her, but she gets $40 million out of it, are you happy? Like you at least know she's going to have health care.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I don't know. You got to see, like, is there a little happiness? You can't be getting slapped around. I think that's
No. She's happy. She likes him, and he's nice to her and stuff. She's probably got to do some things.
I'd rather have that than what Matt Khalil's wife divorced him over. You seen this story going around?
No.
Matt Khalil is offensive lineman for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Says her NFL husband's penis size sparked divorce. She said it was the size of 2 Coke cans.
Why would that ever be something that would be public? And also, she's leaving him because his junk's too big?
Mm-hmm. Said it was painful.
Well,
so at least with some old guy.
What's her name?
Haley Bailey.
Haley.
I got a little more of your speed.
I will not. You will not run into that problem over here. That's one thing we can promote.
Honestly, that's got to be one of the sickest divorces of all time. Where you're like, dude, that's a bummer, man. What happened? How you holding up? You're like, I'm fine. My dick was just too big, and she decided to tell everyone. So now everyone thinks I'm the man.
Yeah.
Does a lady want that? I mean, this lady doesn't.
This lady doesn't, but there's got to be some who do.
Some who do.
She's a thin, modelly looking woman too. He needs to.
How long until Bonnie Blue gets in here?
Oh my God, yeah. By the way, Jill
What
Curtis,
happened to her? Go ahead, Jill.
She got married 3 years after Tony died.
Okay, that guy. That's who you want to be,
right?
Oh, you got $40 million. Sweet. And I'm following up an 80-year-old guy. Cool. Like, I don't want to follow up. Well, maybe I do with her, follow up Matt Khalil. But in general, you don't. And today is November 6th, this day in Dumb Zone history.
I got a few from 2020. And, yeah, my notes are ridiculous. Sorry. But Jake said that he wouldn't watch Game of Thrones because he doesn't like shows that take place in the woods.
I remember that. And then all of a sudden, he's like Mr. Dragon.
Mm-hmm. He's on Dragon Breath.
Some of those details are correct, but we'll let it ride. Yes,
Bro, you see the new Dragon show?
I committed the cardinal sin of changing my mind and listening to my friends and taking their advice.
Flip-flopper.
You have a little conviction, pussy.
You just saw a show and didn't want to watch it because there were trees around?
There's everybody has like auto offs, right? Women being in the show, the woods.
I get it. Yeah. And then a couple chappy ones. The first, he said he would make the boys battle him in a 3-point stance.
Oh my God, dude. I can't tell you.
Like you're 10 years old and he dropped down in a 3-point stance?
Oh, yeah. Like in public.
And fire off in the...
Yeah, in public, in the mall. He'd be like, get low. Get lower than me.
And then I don't...
low man wins, pad level.
I don't remember this, but I think we should ask Chappie about it on Friday. Because he said Chappie, Joe, and Jake scrimmaged another dad and his 2 sons in football.
Yeah.
Wow, I bet Chappie was really into that.
R.I.P. to that guy. He's since departed, but his soul left his body that day.
When Joe's your son,
I put 5.
Probably looks little.
I was going to say 5 or 6, but it was either 4 or 8, obviously, plays on cards and took him out there, and we had worked on it. And these 2 kids were not even athletes. They were just like, hey, we like football too. And I say we were athletes. We were 10 and 7, but we definitely thought we were hot shit.
But this little 7-year-old, no one knows he's the ringer.
Nah, well, yeah, Dad knew, and we just beat the brakes off of him. It was a sad day. It was a lot of fun, though.
All right. Other birthdays today, we have Lamar Odom is 46.
Yeah.
From Chloe and Lamar.
Man.
Remember the argument with Mark Cuban right when they acquired him?
I do. He called into the station.
Hey, not sure this is going to work, and he's all mad.
He'll ride for his homies.
Yeah, that's what you got to give him that. Troy Hambrick is 49. Former Cowboy who at one point was up in the booth with us in San Antonio telling us that he went to Mr. Jones to talk to him about how he should play more than Emmett. It's like, wow, what an era we're in here. That was the Campo era. Then, the next year, Emmett's gone, Parcells is there, and Troy Hambrick was the starting running back, 900-something yards rushing. That was the first Quincy year.
Can we tease next week at all?
Yeah.
Why, do we have Quincy?
No, next week we have Emmett.
Oh, dude. Yeah, we should talk about that.
Okay.
I'm all worried about it.
You don't want to do it?
I don't know. And I'm thinking the thing is...
Let's let the people into how our scene works. Let's talk it out.
Well, like they sent a thing, and it's talking about how you want to have Emmett on, and you can talk about all these, whatever it is. I don't know if it's mental health or something, a good cause. So the answer to the first half of the question is, I want to have Emmett on.
But that's the only reason we get anybody.
Well, at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
Emmett...
You know how to play this game.
I know, but he won't be here.
No, he'll be on Zoom.
And I've also dealt with Emmett before.
Okay,
he's not like personable. And,
all right.
I'm willing to do it because he's Emmitt Smith, right?
Yeah, Cowboys bye week.
Talk to Emmitt Smith. Sure, but it just feels like
what I really want to do.
It might not go well.
I think there's a good chance of that. What I really want to do is just
like he doesn't care, and it's just going to be one in a line. He's on the phone for 10 minutes with how many people, and we're going to be like number 4 or number 8 or whatever it is, and it's going to be like, is it going to suck?
I wouldn't mind talking to him about the Shaq roast if I thought he would actually talk to us about it, but he won't.
Oh, the Emmitt Smith roast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you back in?
All right, yeah.
Of course,
I'll talk to him about that.
There's also this.
He'll definitely.
They say everything's bigger in Texas, and that includes Jerry Jones's new stadium. What do you think of the new place?
I think the new stadium is absolutely
not in the same.
No,
the audio
clearly edited.
Like at least
it seems like they had to go to. They were like heading out to Beirut, where he's like reporting from conflict on satellite.
They have an opportunity now to tailgate at a brand new stadium and smoke it up and serenade the whole stadium itself. To me, tailgating is a part of game day experience. And what we found is that 42% of the people prefer pork over the other meat.
That's less than half. Actually, more don't prefer it.
Oh man!
But also, it's just like who has done this?
Well, he's found that. Okay? He's found that.
And he said, we're going to serenade
Smoke it up.
And nobody's like, should we do another take?
Yeah.
Or we don't. Maybe that was take 18. And
What
they're
am I
like,
supposed to
"Let's
be looking for?
This is actually the best one.
What am I looking for on my grill?
I don't
They
know.
say everything's big
I don't know,
stunning,
dude.
man.
It's at the
Pork
end.
fans who are
Okay.
going why? Because pork is easy, it's easy to cook, it's simple, and it's affordable. And so going to
It's
Game
easy,
Day
easy,
Stadium,
and
look
simple.
for everybody out there to be tailgating, to be using some type of pork meat on their grills.
He closed it out like a news reporter. To be using some type of pork meat on their grills. Let's
we'll
say
talk to
something nice about Emmett and wrap it up.
All right, we'll talk about that. He'll definitely not talk about it, but we will. And then when he hangs up on us, we'll play some excerpts.
Yeah, or maybe from ESPN when he was on TV.
Where was I? Oh, Chad Curtis is 57, former Ranger. Did he get into the
I was going to say, bro, I think he's got a... Yeah, man.
Something going on.
Yeah, I think...
Josie Altidore is 36.
Jeez, dude. Talk about your...
He's some
the
soccer
next
guy,
one.
right?
Yeah.
Was he like who was the little kid in the United States that got
Freddie
that?
Adu.
Yeah. Was he that, and then he didn't turn into anything? Or he turned...
Josie played on the national team, but he was not like a star or anything. Yeah. Several female students in May 2012 accused Curtis of inappropriate touching.
That's right.
Where he was a coach.
Sally Field is 79, actress.
Now this right here is the Predator version of not missing any questions on the test when you cheated. Curtis offered massages to some of the female athletes at the school, but never to any of the boys. You're just gonna have to rub down some boys.
Yeah.
You want to keep this thing going. You're gonna have to get Braden in there and rub his very nice, firm teen biceps if you want to keep.
Just massage kids.
Right.
That's good. That's fine then.
Well, you could be like, I'm a sports guy.
Maria Shriver is 70. Arnold cheated on her.
Yeah, probably a bunch, but the one he got popped on was the housekeeper,
Who did not look like you might expect. If Arnold's going to cheat on Maria Shriver, you would not expect this.
Oh, no. No.
The perfect crime.
Let's just say Patrick Schwarzenegger from White Lotus has a half-brother that looks nothing like him.
Laureen Powell Jobs is 61. She is the widow of Steve Jobs. If you read the book, the Walter Isaacson book on Steve Jobs, fantastic book. Steve Jobs gave him full access, told everybody he knows, talk to him, and tell him the truth about everything. He paints Steve Jobs as quite the asshole in many respects. And he paints the widow of Steve Jobs as someone who planned a meet cute.
Yeah.
It kind of like made sure she'd be sitting in a certain spot where he'd be, and like that might have been finagling, like might have been checking the minor league stats and hanging outside the clubhouse and seeing who I'm going to bang tonight, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I don't think that was the case with one Mackenzie Scott, the ex of Jeff Bezos, because she was like actually an engineer at Amazon. But have you seen, like, this woman is an actual money where, like, she's giving all of her money away.
Jobs?
Bezos' ex-wife.
Scott.
Mackenzie Scott, who's like...
Because Laureen Jobs also labeled as philanthropist, which...
We know how that works.
Can you be labeled that if you're just not really totally rich? Like,
No,
what if...
you have to be...
What if you only make $100,000 a year, but you give away 80 of it? Are you a philanthropist?
You are, but nobody's going to call you that.
They're just going to call you an idiot.
Am I one for giving $100 to Angelo every month?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you guys
absolutely
are
are.
sweet.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke is 55 from the movie
Training Day.
Boyhood.
That's right.
I mean, I knew where Dan wanted to go, but yes, Training Day's a top fiver for me, so...
Oh, I've got a person. If I say his name, I would say this is why Hillary lost. Bowen Yang is 35.
I think he's funny. It's surprising to me that he was. Yes, he is obviously why Shane did not get hired at SNL the first time. But
it just feels like that's an embodiment.
He's funny though. Like
Is
I've
he?
heard, yes, dude. I've heard him on like
he was in a sketch with
where he
Shane
was just
too.
riffing. Yeah, he's funny. I don't know. It was just everybody was caught up in dumb shit at the time.
That's interesting. I wonder how things would have turned out if Shane never got ousted.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard him talk about that before.
Would he actually be doing arena tours?
No chance.
Yeah,
no chance. Because they would have stopped. He would have stopped doing Matt and Shane, which is certainly how the groundswell of people getting to know him and Kill Tony and all that. Like, no. I almost feel bad for. I don't know. It's a dream job, but SNL seems like not. It's like a real boom or bust thing, you know. It doesn't seem like anybody just kind of does medium and keeps working after that. Maybe they do, but you just never hear from them again. Or they become massive and they're in commercials every weekend during football. You know what I mean? Like 3/4 of the staff, those are some of the most talented comedic minds in the country someone has determined. And then after they work there for 3 or 4 years, it's just like, oh, whatever. We'll get new ones. It's weird.
Rebecca Romaine is 53.
Man, I was in love with her.
Not Stamos anymore, huh?
No.
Because of the bald cap?
Because he wouldn't commit
Jerry
to Dave
O'Connell.
Coulier.
Yeah.
Jerry O'Connell? That's right, because he's a big Barstool guy. She's funny.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
The fat guy from Stand By Me she's married to, right? That's who that is. Anybody see Stand By Me?
Right. That's not how I would think of him. He's in,
Kangaroo Jack.
Jerry Maguire.
Emma
Scream.
Stone is 37. She'll scratch your back in Superbad.
She's in a new really weird movie with Stavros. She seems to be becoming our generation's like, I don't know what other she's like our auteur.
I love her.
Yeah,
I think she's great. Jerry Yang is 57. That's the co-founder of Yahoo. Remember Yahoo? Who's going to Yahoo?
You still use their email, I think.
And DumbZone birthday of the day. Got to give Blake a bone now and again, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that mustache, it's almost demanding that I give him a bone.
What is it, Derek Chauvin's birthday or something?
No. Don't put that on me.
49 years old, Sal Volcano.
Wow.
How's he
now
doing?
is his docket clean?
From the Impractical
or
Jokers.
is it?
I don't think so.
He was
From
impractically
the Underage Jokers.
He was impractically joking a little too hard.
Mm-hmm.
From the Statutory Jokers.
Go over and tell her she'll get playing time if she comes into the locker room with you. Do a prank on her.
Show her your wiener.
Have him do jumping jacks naked. It is a funny meme when it's like that.
Yes.
God, it's so good.
Trade.
You see it with like Cowboys.
Say that you
trade.
traded him because you're worried about his being injury prone, but then you traded for Anthony Davis, and then the next one. Born on this day, now dead. I give you Aaron Hernandez.
Damn.
Who really, in the long run, had too many video cameras. If you've watched the documentary, because he had video cameras all around his house, and that's what busted him. His own video cameras.
Yeah, I remember the day that they raided his house, that being the big story. It was like, oh my God.
Like,
we have everything.
Right. Like, don't have video cameras. But I guess he had those cameras because he's worried about people coming after him, too. So
Crazy paranoia. Celebrity crush of my rehab roommate.
He thought he was hot?
Yeah, he was the only athlete he knew. Because we started watching the show, and he was like, oh, this is the hot one.
How's your roommate doing?
I hadn't talked to him in a minute, man. I'm sorry.
You worried that he's...
I don't know.
Fallen?
You hear... I've heard of people... There's people who I was in there with who have died. Like, it is...
Already? Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a...
How's Pond Guy? You guys keep in touch?
I think I lost his number, man.
And Born on this day, now dead. This is our final one today. Pat Tillman.
Oh.
Wow.
Should we play his brother's speech?
He's up in heaven, smiling down on us.
Pat's not in heaven. He's fucking dead.
Jake can just do it from heart.
Jill Vandenberg was a piece in her day, by the way, boys.
Hey, Dan, for content, will you just try a piece of that pie?
Of course. Can we listen to a little Pat Tillman's brother while you hand me that pie?
It's right there on your table already.
And that's what happened on this day in
Still hear
history.
Zelda, though. I think you're going to like that, dude.
He was always giving gifts. Thanks, Pat. I didn't write shit because I'm not a writer. And I just want to say
Gets me every time.
There's a lot of people here. Thanks. It was really amazing to be his little baby brother. Yeah, I'm not just going to sit up here and break down on you, but thank you for coming. Pat's a fucking champion, and always will be. Just make no mistake, he'd want me to say this. He's not with God, he's fucking dead. He's not religious, so thanks for your thoughts, but he's fucking dead.
Which one of you will carry that out for me? I got one guy back here. I know CK's on the wall.
Yeah, I'll be eating
Baja Blast pie in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the pie.
Nice.
You knew I would.
Big Brandon Aubrey show tomorrow. We'll see ya.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
No more pitching, no runners come home.